And we're
And we're
live.
live. And in living color. No,
Yes.
but they have a CM Punk. But we're still live in living color. Whew. This was one hell of a Monday Night Raw.
Yes, definitely.
And we
Yeah.
still and then we still got a whole nother Monday Night Raw and SmackDown to go before Bad Blood. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Bad
next
Blood.
Saturday. Well, next Monday is the go
The
home
go
show.
home show. Yeah.
Yep, for
It
sure.
they are without a doubt booking this like into Bad Blood extremely well. They're doing this extremely well. And I told everybody that crowd was gonna go crazy. But I'm getting ahead of myself here, right? Getting ahead of myself. Let's start the review. Um, we do start off, and I usually don't mention these because these are just like they just show people arriving to the arena and stuff. But this one actually goes with the promo. The beginning promo was they showed Dominic and Liv arriving in the to the arena in a Eddie Guerrero style, like lowrider. But the main thing here, the reason why I want to mention it is because what happened on their way to the ring, as they was after they got out the lowrider, uh, as they was walking, all of a sudden you just hear Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed just round past them into the what's it that the little concession stand with all the like the shirts and the belts and stuff. They just round each other through there. So I'm like, yeah,
Hmm.
this is gonna be already a chaotic Monday Night Raw, as Adam Pierce will later mention when I get to that. But yeah, this was a chaotic at the start. But Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio will be your shout tonight, as we will follow them after that from the back to the ramp and to do their promo, which was the day I did. They did like a victory lap doing heel and stuff, but they did like a little victory lap, and then they got in the ring, basically telling how basically Bad Blood's gonna be a slam dunk because they took out Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley is most likely not gonna be able to wrestle at Bad Blood, and that they prove why this new version of the Judgment Day runs things. But they would get
Hmm.
interrupted by Rhea Ripley, who will come out to announce not only that she's medically clear and will be competing at Bad Blood, but there's an added stipulation now to this Bad Blood match, and that
Hmm.
is that Dominic Mysterio, which is ironic because I like to put this in there. This was something that people been fantasy booking for a while now, so Triple H, in a way, kind of listen. What I'm getting at is her little announcement was that Dominic Mysterio is going to be in a shark cage suspended above the ring. And that's always been like a fantasy booking between Liv and Rhea since this whole rivalry started between them about Dominic Mysterio. Is that they was originally the rumor was, or the fantasy booking was that whoever wins gets Dominic Mysterio. But in any way, we still got here, and that was the stipulation. Plus, she did say something about not hitting Liv Morgan. That's why they let her in the ring without running. But then she said after that she was going to destroy her, get her title back, and then she kind of lied about her promise and she would headbutt the hell out of Liv Morgan, and that would be it. That's your promo, your beginning promo there. So, with that being said, Chris, what did you think of that beginning promo? And he did it again. It never fails.
My bad.
Never.
My
As
bad.
soon as I say it, all you hear is
That's
I'm
it.
like, it's
So
like
so I would say the promo it was pretty cool, and the way Dominic reacted to it. Now the question is, I'm wondering if Liv Morgan may have somebody up her sleeve, like maybe a return of Raquel Rodriguez or something like that. Well, is it
Ooh.
Rodriguez or is it
it's been
Gonzalez?
it's just been rumored that Raquel might come back and that be how she loses in that match because obviously compared to Rhea, Rhea's gonna you would think Rhea's gonna win the match, but it's been rumored that she will come back and cause Rhea her opportunity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I haven't heard anything about her since she said something about her skin or something. That was the last time I ever heard something about her.
Yeah,
But
when she was out because she got this, I guess she got this like skin condition where it's not like eczema or something. It's like where her skin like swells. I think it's something like that. It's
Mhm.
somewhere like it puffs out her skin, and you could tell something like she's having like this allergic. It looked like she's having an allergic reaction, and she was
Gotcha,
out for a minute, and then she came back. And then when she came back, she wrestled like a couple of matches. But that last match she wrestled, you could see in her face, it looked like she's having another allergic reaction.
gotcha.
And then she went out again.
Okay, cool.
Look at the little one.
Yeah, she's trying to see everybody. Uh, yeah, don't let her fool you. She'll be out here yeeting too if Jay Uso song was playing. Yeah.
Like how Shay was. We'll
You
get
already
to it
know.
real quick.
You want to say yeet, everybody?
Say yeet.
Oh.
Say
Yeet.
yeet, everybody.
Come on, do the yeet. I mean, you're not gonna do it, okay? But yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like may happen there. As far as like Liv Morgan retaining because of that. Because that's the only person I can think of that was like close friends with Liv Morgan. Because you remember I almost forgot Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley before Rhea Ripley turned heel. She would her and Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan was actually tag team champions. I forgot all about it. And then that's when Rhea had like the short, kind of like short blonde hair at the
You
time.
talk about Rhea and Liv being tag team champions?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
I had forgot all about it, but I
That's
had
how
to just bring it.
that's how she turned heel and ended up joining Edge. That's how all
Yeah,
this started. This all started when after that loss, she went mad and started attacking Liv. And after that, you didn't see her no more until she popped up as that mystery person who helped Edge win that match.
gotcha. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay, all right, Shay.
Jay,
Um, it was good. I don't know, like I knew that was gonna happen though, but I just started laughing when I saw that. Like when they start fighting at the beginning and Liv trying to walk in and stuff like that. And then after, they said it was gonna be a, match. And I was thinking in my head, like, he gonna be in a Shark Tank. Do you think he gonna be in there with the water or just randomly just sitting in there?
He just gonna be in a random shark. It's not gonna be in a shark tank, but he gonna be in a shark cage just suspended above the ring. They've done
Oh,
this before. They've
I
done
have
this
to go back
before.
and
Like I
find
think the
that.
last time I can't remember who was in the match, but the last time that happened, somebody, whoever was in the cage, tried to drop something down to help the person win, but end up going to the wrong person. And that person ended up winning the match. So it's happened before, but yeah, he's just gonna be in the cage suspended above the ring.
Well, we all know it's still gonna happen. We all know Rhea not gonna win. So we all kind of knew that, but
I mean, given what happened later on tonight, I don't know. I really
yeah,
don't know because I didn't think what happened later on tonight was going to happen. So
right.
they might actually win, but if they do, I will say this: if they just let Rhea win and get the title back, this would kill anything for Liv Morgan. Like
Yeah, definitely.
because you're not this is what we wanted from WWE when it comes to Liv Morgan. Put the title on her, actually get behind her, and do like you're doing. But if you just get behind her for a couple of months and then give it back to Rhea, you're gonna kill anything that you've done for Liv Morgan, and nobody's ever going to take her seriously as champion because we see that you don't take her seriously. So, yeah, it could happen, but if it does, you're basically killing Liv Morgan's career. And at
Definitely.
that point, if I was Liv, I'll go to AEW or somewhere. That's just my opinion. Like, if you take the title off me, I pretty much don't want to work here no more because the fans ain't gonna never get behind me.
Nope, that's true.
Okay. Then we get to the first match of the night, which is Sami Zayn versus Ludwig Kaiser, and this was a good opening match between the two. I mean, they went back and forth. Ludwig Kaiser actually had a lot more offense than I thought he would. But then again, I understood why they gave him that offense because they want to build this whole you can't really keep Sammy down type thing. So that was like the little story they was using here. But either or, it was still it made for a good match. Some good near falls, some good counters. But in the end, we end up getting Sammy as the winner. And then after that, Gunther would come out and basically play up to the crowd like he's seen enough, he's had enough. Sammy asking for this match, and he was saying, "You know what? This is a good place as any." He was in his ring gear, and you thought he was going to finally answer the question whether or not he was going to give Sammy a shot. He said, "You know what, Sammy? And the answer to your challenge is," and then he paused, and then he went, huh, "No." I'm like,
No.
of course not. Then so pretty much I'm guaranteeing that next Monday he's gonna say yes. Something's gonna happen to force him to say yes next Monday. Either that or Adam Pearce is gonna say no. But Sammy looked visibly distraught. Uh but Chris, tell me what you thought about this opening match.
All right, so with that opening match there, Sami Zayn was like, mm he didn't really he didn't seem like Sami Zayn to me last night. I was like, what is going on here? But Ludwig Kaiser, he definitely looked good in his match and everything. Um, and the way Gunther came out there, like he was ready to fight, had his ring gear on, had his belt on, like he was just ready to go. And then the thing when he said, you know what? He said, like like you're about to say, you know, we should have this. You're worthy, of being like
Right,
wrestling
until
me
you
in this
so
great state of what were they at again last night? Something.
Ontario,
California.
California.
What part? California?
Ontario.
Ontario, yeah. And then the
Ontario.
crowd started cheering. He said, "So no." When he said no, I laughed and I was like, "Dang, man!" I was like, "Shoot!" I was like, I felt that it was coming, but then again, the match more than likely will be at Bad Blood, just a normal old match. Um, which Sammy, will not win the world title. I don't think has he ever
No,
won a world title.
Um,
no. He's
no.
he's pretty much he's won every title except a world championship. He's been an NXT champion. He's been tag team champions. He's been Intercontinental and United States champion. He haven't
Oh,
won the world champion. If he when he wins a world championship, he'll be a triple crown champion.
okay, gotcha. Okay, but overall, I really wasn't into the match, because it went on. I think it went on commercial break like three times. Like
Hmm.
first time it was like when
Yeah,
first time,
about two or
yeah,
three.
yeah, it went on like three times. I was like, oh man, I was like, so I just started like playing on my phone, and I was like, I don't want to watch this match, or like, I want to get to something interesting. So I was already actually for the match to be over with, but it was overall cool though. It didn't have like any bad spots in it or anything though. But you know, Triple H is that's definitely saving this Raw here. Well, saving the best Raw for next week where everything goes down.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And two, um, I like to point out to everybody he wasn't just wearing his ring gear just to trick Sammy. He ended up having a dark match.
Ah.
Usually when you see a wrestler in ring gear, but they don't actually have a match on the card, usually means it's a dark match. Like Randy, like most of the time when you see Randy in ring gear and he just cut a promo for the whole night, don't have a match, he end up wrestling like a dark match, either before or after the show. They usually do. That's what they do. Dark matches. They usually do it before or after. So he most likely did wrestle. It just was probably like a dark match,
Yeah.
like probably after the Jay and Braun Breaker match, he probably wrestled a match. But Shay, go ahead.
Um, I don't know. I watched it, but it wasn't like catching my eye. We always see Sammy and one of them go at it anyway, so it's not nothing really like too like spectacular. Yeah, Sammy won or whatever, but yeah, I think they are going to put this match at Bad Blood. I mean, technically, they can just leave this off, in my opinion, because you already got about 6, 7 matches on there. Like, I don't know. I feel like this match, if they add this at Bad Blood, I feel like this match is going to be the match that you could fall asleep. Like, that middle match closer to the end of like the pay per
You talk
view
about
where you have.
Sammy versus Gunther?
I just think this is gonna be boring. Like we already seen it, I guess. Because I guess I have a feeling this is gonna be really short. So I feel like they should not even just add it in there. I feel like it should just leave it alone, or just wait till Monday night to do it. The next Monday night after Bad Blood. I don't feel like they should add it because it's just so many matches, and I just feel like one of these matches I know I'm gonna fall asleep or
I
something.
mean, I
I,
mean the only.
I
Oh,
guarantee
go
there
ahead.
will be a match that you would, but it won't be this one because the whole everybody's gonna be into it because they're gonna be wondering if Sammy gonna get that finally get his main title, So that's gonna be one of the hooks of it. But it's the start of his main title run. I want to see that as a sleeper match, but now if they put Bianca and them on for the women's tag team title, that most likely would be.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yeah, don't do that. Oh god,
Yeah, don't we don't want that. We don't want that.
yeah.
But yeah, so we got New Day. They cutting the promo and
Now this was interesting.
Kofi. Yeah, it's the start of an interesting angle. Well, at least for tonight, I should say it already started, but this was the start of an interesting new twist in that story. But Kofi came out with some old memorabilia, some bootios, the trombone, one of those big fake styrofoam bootios things, and he tried to, he apologized to Xavier Woods for his for the calls he's been making recently, and he said, we need to get back on track for our 10-year anniversary, which I thought was last week, but I didn't know it was is actually in November. So I'm like, oh, we still got time. They still got time. And I'm thinking like if it's in November, that's kind of a long way to keep pushing this story, but I could see them pulling the trigger on Xavier Woods. But anyway, he tried to apologize and he said, you know what, it's water on the bridge. Despite what he said, everything ain't cool, and he actually agreed with Kofi that they need to get on track as a New Day and prove why they the dominant team, and that since he said that okay, you've been making questionable calls, Kofi said, you know what, I'm gonna let you quarterback. Since I've been making questionable calls and whatnot, I'm gonna let you quarterback, and we could get so we could get back on the right page. He said, you know what, that's cool. And a matter of fact, then I got an idea for us to get to a match, but then they get interrupted by American Made, who would come out and criticize them. And my boy Brutus was sitting there with that weird ass laugh. I'm like, why would y'all make him laugh like that? It was so high pitched and awkward, even to the point where they actually written into the script that they had to actually like, all right, calm down. Uh, but yeah, they would criticize New Day about their recent losing streak, and basically, Xavier would take that as a sign of a challenge and challenge them to a match. And then we would get what happened? Oh yeah, they would accept it, and then a dude would come up with a whole bunch of pancakes behind Xavier, to which he was like, Kofi was like, like, no. He was like, don't do that, don't do that. And then what we get? Liv Morgan, Adam Pierce. basically arguing about the whole Sarkase thing, and that is done and final. There's no way they could get out of it. That he even said, because I think Liv Morgan said, so you don't even care about me being attacked by Rhea, do you? You like, no, I don't. And then we get to this second match on the night, which is Dragon Lee versus uh, uh, Dragon Lee versus Carlito, which was a small okay match. I mean, then it went on for a little bit. I think like what, a good 6 to 8 minutes. We got a good match between a little semi okay match between the two. Um, a little bit of back and forth, but Dragon Lee would end up getting the victory over Carlito. I actually want them to do more with Carlito than just having these quick matches, because Carlito could actually go. He's a good wrestler. But these little quick matches, you wouldn't think so. You wouldn't think so. You could definitely tell he used to put over the younger talent, but it's not working because at the moment nobody really cares about LWO and Dragon Lee and any members of the LWO. So it's kind of wasted to have cardio be like a job to younger talent when nobody cares about that particular group of people anyway. So that's my opinion. Oh, look, an okay match, not bad. It wasn't bad. It was just not interesting. Now, this match was not interesting to me, but nonetheless, it was okay. Shane, since you're just joining us, what did you think about that Dragon Lee versus Carlito match?
Uh, I ain't gonna lie, I was in the back from when that match happened.
Jesus Christ, I'm the only one who's actually watched the match.
When I came out, I think I seen Dragon Lee winning the match.
Oh, you came out where he hit his little move and pinned Carlito, basically. Yeah.
It's
Well, that's a first. We really don't have much to say from Shane here
not.
because he said he didn't know.
It's sad. It's sad because the 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 LWO needs something. They need something. And Rey Mysterio is just not the answer, yo. I'm
No,
sorry,
Rey Mysterio is definitely not the answer.
it's not the answer. They
You,
need
I mean,
something.
obviously you can't beat Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero was one of the things that made the LWO.
Yeah, they need. I
But
don't know, man.
granted, you don't necessarily need Eddie Guerrero to make the LWO work. You just need something. It
Yeah,
needs
something's
something that Rey
missing.
Mysterio can't give to it, basically.
I don't know. Something missing. I don't know. Something's
I don't know.
missing.
Maybe if they turn Ray heel, maybe it would be interesting.
Dang,
That's
I
what
ain't
I
never
mean.
seen a heel Ray.
Exactly.
That could it
That
could be
man
if
ain't
you want to
never
make
been
him go to
heel.
Ray, maybe
That's a
make him
good point.
heel. I mean, we haven't seen it before. I don't think, at all. Since Ray came into the WWE all those years ago when I was a wee lad, I have not
I think
seen
the only time he was heel was in WCW, and
WCW.
that's when the mask was off.
Yeah,
Oh
when he
yeah,
became maskless, Ray Mysterio,
yeah,
he
with
was
the
a heel.
beanie.
Yeah, he
But
was.
like his
Yeah,
whole entire run in WWE, he was never a heel. He was always a baby face. And then we end up starting the whole trend of everybody betrays Rey Mysterio.
yeah. I think
You were my
Ray needs
brother,
to.
Ray. You were my
You
friend.
never
Like,
been
oh
my
my
friend.
God,
And then
Yeah,
Ray.
like
Batista, boy,
what?
threw
You
it
were my
hit.
best friend,
Right.
Batista.
That was
Everybody
like at
betrays
I
me.
think that pay per view was at Payback. I think it was.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it
What,
was.
Ray and Eddie or Ray and Batista?
Ray and Batista, how he slung that man.
Oh yeah.
He slung that little man. I was like, God dang. And it was even crazier. He was in a match with Brock Lesnar and Big Show.
Mhm.
Golly.
But you
But
know
Yeah,
what?
man,
That's what I liked about that when Vince McMahon did was that everybody was so behind Rey Mysterio, and he kind of hated that because he got a thing with people like Rey Mysterio couldn't be like World Heavyweight Champion, but it actually helped because people got behind him, especially after
yeah,
the unfortunate passing after Ray. I mean after Eddie, we really got behind Rey Mysterio then,
oh
and he
yeah,
could
for
see
sure.
that, so that's why he put the title on Ray. And I was like, yeah, because Ray should be able to be World Heavyweight Champion just as much as anybody.
How
Like
many
I don't,
years was he?
huh?
How many years was he in WCW?
Oh, he was in WCW for a bird.
Hmm.
Think like 8 years before he jumped over.
Yeah, cause
Dang.
like when he jumped over to WWE, it like WCW had been shut down by then. Like I don't even think he didn't come over to WWE immediately. Like
Nah,
he was like
I,
a later addition.
yeah, he came in later because I know Eddie Guerrero and them made the jump. It was Eddie Guerrero, Saturn, Dean Malenko, and I think Chris Benoit was the four.
Yeah, because
And
I
then Eddie
remember
came. I mean, then
if
Ray
I
came
remember
later.
correctly, it was like 2004
Yeah,
when Rey Mysterio finally debuted it. Because I remember it was on SmackDown. They kept showing the vignettes, and his vignettes was just like what they would use for his intro with the multiple different masks and stuff. And I was
yeah. It
like,
was
coming
contract
soon.
problems in
Yeah, coming
WCW.
soon, Rey Mysterio. I remember that. I was only like 13, 14 when they started doing Rey Mysterio's vignettes. But yeah, it was a minute. Chris, what did you think about this Dragon League match?
It was okay. It's not the bet. I mean, it's not like the best that I've ever seen with Dragon Lee. Only time I ever seen Dragon Lee was good was like only in NXT for that short period of time he was there before getting called up. He hasn't been really impressive as of late since he's made his Raw debut.
I mean, to me, he could be. It's just
Could
that he
be.
don't
He doesn't
he
wrestle enough.
yeah, they don't give him enough time to
It's like it's like you wrestle once or twice a month.
we don't know what Dragon Lee is about because he, like you said, he don't get enough screen time.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
trust me, I do. I believe my belief is I say this for anybody. I believe everybody could go. Of course, there are some people who can't wrestle. Almost. I ain't. There are exceptions.
Trash.
There
Booty
are
trash.
there are exceptions where people can't wrestle. You could even say Maxine for a period, but she actually shows that she got the IQ to improve and actually become a wrestler. So I
Right.
would
Right.
give her, a pass. So there
I
are
think
people
that's
who can't wrestle, but
I
most
think that's
people,
why my bad. I think that's why you could bring the cruiserweight division back instead of this speed bull crap that be getting on Twitter with
I
whack.
haven't even. Have you guys caught any episode of it yet?
Yeah,
Nope.
no, I do know
trash.
that
I was trying
Andrade
to like
is
when it
not
first
even
came out. I tried to
speed
find it.
champion.
Wait, who?
Trash.
Andrade and who?
Naomi and Andrade are speed champions.
Oh wow.
You see how trash that is, bro? Like you should just listen to it.
Well, why would you give a former world champion? Why would you give a former world women's champion a speed championship? Come
I don't.
on, now.
The
You
only
give
reason
that to
why I
Mac.
know,
Give that to
I never,
Maxine
I
or
haven't
Right.
seen
somebody.
speed. I haven't seen speed at all. But the only reason why I know because I saw the Twitter post. I saw a post on Twitter
Yeah, you don't want to see it. It's
that
garbage.
showed her saying that she won this women's
I
speed
don't
champion.
understand why they just won't bring back the cruiserweight division.
They definitely could use for
They
that.
got a lot of cruiserweights now.
Exactly.
Yeah, look, the whole LWO is cruiserweights.
Like, yeah,
Well,
let's
except
start
for
with
Rey
that.
Mysterio.
You got JD Madonna. You got a lot of people. Or you go like I said, man. Like I said, they need a TV title. It'll be so much. It'll be so much
I
more.
rather I rather see a TV title because we already did the cruiserweight, so I rather see they'll bring a TV title because
It'll be
that's
so
like
much more.
that. I would rather see that than a cruiserweight, but I would either or would be fine. Either or would be fine. Shay, what did you
Mhm.
think about this Dragon League match?
Um, I don't know. It was all right. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I'd rather see Carlito turn heel than to keep seeing
Well,
the
he is a heel.
LWO.
He
And
is a heel.
he is. Well, he don't act like he is. I'm gonna need Baby Boy to step it up. Like spit them apples in people's face like he used to
Yeah,
do.
Oh yeah, do that.
I'm gonna need him to step
And
it up because I'm getting tired of seeing LWO and Judgment Day fighting and all this, and then different. It's the same people fighting every week. Like are you tired of beating up your daddy or your like Rey Mysterio? Like we tired of seeing that. It's like so 2 years ago. Like I'm gonna need him to step it up with the booking because Carlito was looking like he ain't been like why you bring him back for basically. That's what it's looking like.
Yo, thank you. Oh my.
No, and that's what I said too. I'm like, come on, man, because like Carlito is actually in better shape than he was in his first run.
Right.
And Carlito was never a small dude, but he was actually a lot noticeably bigger. Like when he finally returned to WWE, but I already had like before he even returned to WWE, I saw him on the independent scene. I'm like, oh, this man got big. So I was hoping that he would actually get a better run than his first one. So far, his first run was the better of the runs because he actually was winning singles titles along with
Yeah.
Dude,
tag team titles.
that's why these tag belts, this tag division is so lacking. You got so many tag teams. You got
Yeah.
the LWO. You got the American Made. You got the New Day. You got this. You got so many tag teams that you can build this. The Viking Raiders. I seen they about to come back.
I think it's more factions and
Oh yeah,
tag
I
teams.
missed that. I missed that, but apparently there was like a little
Oh,
vignette for the Viking Raiders.
Which I
oh,
don't
that's the Viking
understand
Raiders.
why.
Oh,
Which I don't understand.
I thought that was Ray Phoenix then. My bad.
You might be right. It could be.
No, they said
But
that was the
again,
Viking Raiders. Never
please,
said that was the
please,
Viking Raiders.
please, for God's sake, do
I
not
forgot
put
about
the
them.
Lucha Brothers with the LWO. Don't
Please.
do it.
No.
Don't
You know that.
do
You know
it.
they're gonna do it. You know they're gonna do it.
No,
No, I'm
no.
just playing. I don't think it's gonna happen for a minute because they said the Lucha Bros contract is because he's been out injured. They don't think he's gonna get out his contract anytime soon.
Yeah.
So
Phoenix.
it's gonna be. They said it's gonna be a little delay with him
Yeah, I think they said like October first or
coming over
something. I
to
read a
WWE.
while back.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah,
Phoenix was hurt,
yeah. So they
which
saying
I
AEW.
think that's the best one out of the other one. No offense.
So I think that's gonna be a little delay. That's why I hear anyway, because like people like
I
Wrestle
don't
Talk
care
and
if it's a delay or not. Just don't put them with the LWO.
he's
Please
gonna get put
don't.
with the LWO. They bring
Please
him if
don't.
they bringing him to the main roster. They're gonna recruit him into the
Hey,
LWO.
yeah, Ray will like, hey, come on, boys, come with the
Man,
LWO.
put
No,
them on
no,
just put them on
no,
Put them on SmackDown or
Yeah, put
something.
them on SmackDown, please. Put them on SmackDown. We know
no,
Escobar gonna go over there. Hey, come join my group,
Yeah,
Escobar.
then
no,
Escobar gonna try to
no.
recruit him.
Well, you know he
You know
gonna do
what?
that.
On the real, I'd rather see him in NXT. I put him in NXT.
Oh yeah,
I'd
it's
rather
just
see
like
him in NXT.
Yeah.
They
it's
tag
just like they
division
said
is
with
better.
Hikuleo
Oh,
going to
we know
NXT.
that's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, he definitely not. There.
Yeah, who
They,
Kaleo, I
they
can see him going to NXT, but it's not gonna happen for the Lucha Bros because they already said it.
no,
The one dude already said it that that he's going straight to the main roster. They bypassing NXT.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it did say that on the article.
yeah, they said that.
yeah, yeah. Only people that are
No,
the only people they said that were going to NXT was Motor City.
yeah, that'll
Yeah,
make sense.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Motor City.
man, they gonna put him right. Please, no, they gonna put him right with the. Oh my god.
Oh.
What you cooking, Shane? I see you got a spoon in your hand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh
Yo,
god.
Uh,
if they put them with the LWO, well, I ain't watching Raw no more this year.
Oh
Nope,
man, please,
you
no,
gonna
nope.
please
watch?
don't
You
do
gonna
that, man. Cut.
Please don't put
Maybe.
What
it?
is
I ain't watching Raw no
what is
more.
what is
I'm
that
watching
one dude?
NXT and
What is that
SmackDown.
NXT, the wrestling show? This
Facts.
yeah, it's 7:48 too. I can't wait the next Tuesday though.
what's next
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Oh, that's
The
where they go onto the CW.
yeah. Hey, so I was thinking, should we try to not to get off topic, but should we try to go like on our individual TikToks and go live, and we all just join in one group together?
I mean, we could. I mean, I don't.
Who can go live? Because
So
you gotta have a certain amount of followers to go live.
I got like 5,000 something. How many you got? Simply.
I don't.
I
I know
don't
I
even
don't
know.
got a lot.
I don't
So
got that much.
I mean, I think you're like 500.
yeah, I
I
don't
think
got a
like
lot.
500. I think it's like 500.
That'll probably still be only you, Chris. I think you only one who
God,
got enough to go live.
God dang, man. Okay,
Hmm.
but go ahead.
But getting back to the show, this will be where we get Mr. Carrying Cross, the devil on your shoulder, talking to the Miz. The Miz is getting ready for his match against Bronson Reed. And for all intents and purposes, the reason why I go in air quotes, because this will be a little bit of a we won't get a match for a minute type deal, because this was just straight promos all the way through for the most part. It'll be a minute till we get to the third match. So bear with me. So the Miz is backstage, like I said, getting ready, getting warmed up, and Karrion Cross comes and basically cheeses Miz up, talking him up, giving him compliments, and he's like, you know what? What's your angle? What are you trying to get at? What is this here? And he said, I'm just trying to remind you, Braun Strowman saying that it takes a monster to take out a monster, but monster comes in all shapes and sizes. And he was like, yeah, you're right about that. And he's like, yeah, see, I'm just trying to remind you that to be the Miz of old that would do anything to win a match. That's what you need to be to beat Bronson Reed. And Miz like kind of soaks it in and walks away, and then you see Karrion Cross just laughing. I'm just like, oh god, he really is just backstage being the
I,
devil
I,
on people's shoulder because
I
he's
get,
the
I get,
reason.
I
Go
guess
ahead.
that's his new role.
Right, being the temptress, because he's definitely the reason why we're getting this new Xavier Woods.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um, so then we would get Sheamus cutting the promo backstage to talking about how he his recent encounter with Don't Call Me Put Butch Pete Dunne, and he was saying that he basically is not over between them, and this is going to be an English versus Irish thing, and that everybody was chatting and calling him Butch, and he said this ain't. I think he just basically looked to the camera and called him Butch. To which we will get a little bit of
I think Butch actually
continuation of
stand
that
for the
later
other
on.
way around.
But then the supposed third match of the night is the Miz, which was going to be the Miz versus Bronson Reed, and they did their entrances and whatnot. But one time Bronson Reed got out there, he started getting attacked by none other than Braun Strowman. So this
Man
is
was
basically just like a, if you will, promo just between all three people.
And then you see Miz standing in the way was the funny part. Yo, what's up, dude?
What's up? What's up? What's up? But yeah, he pretty much was just sitting there like, "What are you doing, Braun? Like, what are you doing? Like, this is supposed to be my." He said, "I'm not. I'm trying to take that. Blah 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 blah." Talking about
He
so
thought he
just
was gonna get some spotlight.
like, he's trying to. He's arguing with Braun Strowman, and then Bronson Reed just dive out the off the ring onto them. I'm like, you know what? You're really like Bam Bam Bigelow here. You're too big to be this athletic.
Mhm.
But
Hey,
we get they get the brawling all around. I mean, they just the Miz just disappears after a while. He really just disappeared. Like after that dive, you just never seen Miz no more. And you just and like I think the last time they sold him, he was just on the ground hurt, and then it's just Bronson Reed and them tearing each other apart. To which we will also get an update on that. As they were trying to tear each other apart, they were trying to break it up and whatnot. I think what finally broke it up. I like the part that what finally broke it up was Braun Strowman was getting ready to climb the rope and said it was true. I'm about to dive off the rope onto y'all. And Bronson was like, no, oh no. He said, nope. All right, we done. He said, you're not about to dive your big ass on me. And that's pretty much how that segment ended until we get an update from Adam Pearce. But before we get on to the next segment, Shay, what did you think about this destruction in the middle of what's supposed to be the Miz's match?
Me or Shane?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, I was talking
okay.
to you.
Um, it was cool because we wanted to see them try to kill each other again. I really can't wait for this match because this is what I've been waiting for. We need a round. Well, I'll say two because that was just a scuffle. That wasn't really a fight. So I can't wait for them to fight again because we need to see what big boy is going to be on top. And I think Braun might hand it to him. I think Braun going to win because Braun needs some, self confidence. He doesn't really get that much TV time. So I need the boy to, he needs to win this one. Big win.
Okay. All right. Chris?
All right, so real quick, as far as this match right here, but before I do talk about it, hey y'all, check out Hear These Thoughts. He's a pretty good YouTuber guy, and everything. So with that being said, I feel like they're gonna have the Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman match next week in the main event on Monday Night Raw. Is what I feel like is gonna happen. I'm not 100% sure because it doesn't look like it's gonna make it on the Bad Blood card, but
It should.
maybe that, yeah, maybe they'll do something like, I mean, I want to see it there because they should have announced it tonight, but they didn't. But I feel like it'll be like a last man
No
standing match or
problem,
something like
sir.
that.
He said, I was talking to Here's These Thoughts.
Yeah, yeah, I'm actually subscribed to him as, by the way. But yeah, but like I said, I think it's gonna be like a last man standing match. But I guess Triple H, is still gonna do 5 matches per pay per view, and I wish he would at least pull 7, but he won't. But we'll see how it's gonna go next week on Raw. See what Adam Pearce, the non general manager, gonna say next week.
No, 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 no.
That was
I,
a good
I
one.
don't even know what his role is. And I'm for real. Like, what does he do?
Nothing.
What you saw him do? Make matches. That's what the general manager there for. To make matches and get
So
involved.
he's supposed
He
he's
just
supposed to.
he's an in story character for the whole. He's the whole MacGuffin of how they tell the story of how these matches come together. Even though these matches are already pre-planned, he's like through him they tell the story of how these matches come together. He's like the
Yeah.
mouthpiece for the actual
No, he
with
no he
Triple H and the
just.
backstage people. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, yep. Adam Pierce don't got no control of that locker room at all. Like, people do what they want.
Sure do.
Like, man, I've never seen nothing like that.
That's because Raw supposed to be the chaotic show. Raw was always the chaotic show. Most of
But
the chaos always happened on Raw. It
Vicky Guerrero.
rarely
Well,
happened on
no,
SmackDown.
no,
Vicky
Vicky
Girl
Guerrero.
a little bit of good too. I mean, if she
I
would
think.
have come back, she's so funny.
I
And
mean,
she
there.
is.
I mean, there. I mean, there's been a lot of general managers on Raw that had it in control. Vince, he had it in. He had it in control when he ran it.
Her angle.
Um, yeah, Kurt Angle. Even if he came out there with his cast on his foot, come wheeling out there, and Stone Cold, he was another good Raw GM. Even though he just came and stunned everybody, but overall, it
He
was
was the reason why we got the start of the maskless Kane storyline and when he went on that
Mhm.
great epic run.
yeah, it was just so many good Raw GMs, but Adam Pierce, oh my God, he's by far the worst.
I don't know, I think he do a pretty good job of causing chaos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um Shane, what did you think about this whole Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman beating each other down, even though this was supposed to be a Miz match?
I'm with it. They need to beat each other down every week for I care. I'm with it. I don't care who wins, who lose. Just beat the just beat the hell out of each other. I'm with it.
I did thought
um,
Braun Strowman was going to put him through the ring though, but after
Yeah,
then you just see all the
yo,
security coming out, I was like, oh man, we didn't get it.
I thought
it's gonna
Braun was
happen.
gonna, bro. I thought he was gonna jump. I said, "Oh nah, nah, no, no, that's a big man jumping." Not no,
Oh,
yo,
crying.
facts. That's a big boy. Nah, please don't tease that ever again, bro. Please don't. No, I don't want
You
to
know,
see
I thought they was
Braun.
about to do the Big Show Brock Lesnar thing. I thought he was going to superplex him and the ring was going to implode.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
coming.
it's
You
coming.
know
Yeah, I
that's
think that's
coming.
coming next week. I think that's coming next week. And
Oh yeah, when they
I'll get into that in a
advertise.
moment.
Oh wait, you
I'll
ain't
get
get
to
to
that
that
in a moment.
segment.
What I mean by that for the audience who are unaware.
But yeah, no, I'm with it, man. They just beat the hell out of each other. I'm with it. And poor Miss,
Poor
poor Miss, poor Miss. Yo, and get Karrion Cross. Excuse me, YouTube bum ass out of here, bro. Like, yo, oh my god.
Hey, hold on now.
man.
He's the reason why we got this new Xavier Woods.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think that was gonna
yeah,
happen anyways.
It was, but
yeah.
he's the Kickstarter. I mean,
True, he
he
was,
was the
he
match.
was.
He was the match
Oh,
that lit the
Xavier.
fuse of this new like chip on his shoulder. Xavier
Wait, did we
Woods.
get to the new day in them yet?
No, not yet. Not
All right,
yet.
all right. I'll see my thoughts on that in a second. But yeah, yeah.
We
But yo,
did
nah,
pass.
Karen Cross gotta go.
We did
Karen-
pass the part when they they were just apologizing to each other and they settled the match with American Made. We did pass that part.
That was funny when he tried to bring the pancakes. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, he was
bro.
like
Video.
hey. Mm-mm.
Um, but nah, though. Yeah, they need to beat out. They need to beat each other up. I'm with that. But yo, Braun, don't tease that jumping off the top rope spot. Please don't. Use a big man, and not just big and weight. I mean, you tall too. Like, nah,
I was like, yeah, I was like, bro, I was so scared because I'm like, I fake or not, bro, I'm not probably trying to catch you coming down
yo,
mid-air, bro.
can
Bro,
you
you
imagine?
definitely about to break something catching you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can you imagine,
That
bro? If he jumped, I would have been
that's big
crying.
for even Bronson Reed. Even when Bronson Reed do it, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's that like
yo,
380.
if Braun Strowman would have jumped, I would have been cracking up. I wouldn't even take that serious. I would have been dying.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
overall, I mean, it's a good brawl. I mean, and I seen in the beginning of the show when they started it all too. So I was like, yeah, that's cool.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened at the beginning of the show. But I don't know if Braun Strowman just like threw him or something, or he like just
He
pushed
basically
him like that.
tackled.
Yeah,
He basically said
Only thing.
tackled him slash pushed him into the concession stand.
only thing I could say about that is
Dang it.
I wish the cameras would have took it off Dom and them and when they got up and then
Yeah.
let them go and then put the what I mean, let Dom and live. Yeah. Yeah. Can we please move on from that too? God, after Bad Blood, Rhea needs to lose. No offense, I love mommy, but she needs to lose it. She needs to lose the
Yeah,
match.
yeah. Before you jumped on, I pretty much talked about where how Dominic's gonna be up in that little cage thing. But my thing was that Raquel Rodriguez was gonna come and help her.
Yo,
Yeah, because that
that
was her partner, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was her. Yeah, that was her
That
partner
was
that's
right
Rhea's
how
at
partner.
Rodriguez gonna
Liv
help who?
Morgan.
Go
She
ahead,
Gonna
gonna
help
help
Liv.
Liv
Liv.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
gonna help Liv.
retain.
I'm
And
with it.
then yeah. So Raquel, I think she would be a better fit as a heel, and to see
Right.
what she can do as a heel versus
Dude, she
being a
was a heel in NXT. What are we talking about? She was a whole
no, I'm
dominant
not.
in
I'm talking
NXT.
about. I'm talking about compared to how her Raw run went, though. Because the Raw
Trash,
one,
Yeah,
she just came up there,
they
just,
made her a
just,
face
just smiled and like that and all
trash,
that. No,
trash.
yeah,
That's not the Raquel Rodriguez I know. She was a heel and a dominant in NXT, and I don't know who
exactly.
changed
I
her.
actually like on the contrary, I like both of them. I like both her running NXT and this one. It just been marred with injury, but
Well, big
I
man,
actually
nobody
liked her.
cares. Nobody cares if you like this one on Raw. We don't. It's garbage. It's trash. And the simple fact that the booking has been 10 times worse. Don't nobody want to see Big Raquel Rodriguez come out with a smile? No, bro. We don't
Not
want to see
Big
this.
Raquel. What?
No, no,
Jesus
Oh
no,
Christ! It's
no.
just
no,
I was just saying for me. I ain't mean like
no,
everybody else
no.
good.
We don't want to
I
see
was just saying
that.
I actually enjoy both of her characters.
Just like, did we get to Sonya Deville with that video package
No,
yet?
we
No.
haven't got there yet. We
Yeah, I
haven't
was
got
about to
there
snap on that too, but go ahead. I digress. Go
yet.
ahead.
I did get to you already, though, Shay. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So now we can move on to Drew McIntyre. Told you this is gonna be a minute of promos before we get to another match. Uh, we got Drew McIntyre coming out cut a promo. This is now how last week was CM Punk time to do a promo. This was Drew McIntyre's, and he basically cut a promo. He put a good promo, and it was like basically the same thing like CM Punk was saying how he revealed that his family too was begging him not to do this match. His wife did not want him continuing this feud with CM Punk as he saw what it was doing to her and to him, and that she begged him to get away from as far away from CM Punk as possible. Um, CM Punk, he even mentioned that he doesn't want to get in the Hell in the Cell himself like CM Punk, but this match needs to happen, and he said he's prepared for this to be the end of CM Punk as long as CM Punk is prepared for this to be the end of Drew McIntyre. He said this is what he wanted the whole time. He wanted this version of CM Punk because this is the most truthful CM Punk has been since he's been back. Like he actually liked this version because he actually tells the truth. He believed everything that he said that CM Punk said. He said he could see it in your eyes, but that he said in Hell in a Cell he will destroy CM Punk. So, with that, Chris, what did you think about Drew McIntyre's promo? And again, I give it to Chris.
My bad.
He mute himself.
My bad. So with that promo there, I actually didn't watch it. Even though it was short, and cool. I feel like they're gonna save it for next week to try to trade blows and get security out there and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
happening next week. That's happening.
yeah, but I would have thought CM Punk would have came out there and did something to him. But like I said, they were definitely gonna save it. Um, Overall with the match, of course, being at Bad Blood next Saturday. Don't forget, you guys, the pay-per-view come on at 6 instead of instead of 7.
Boo.
Oh yeah, that's why he
Yeah.
started an hour early.
Yeah.
Boo.
To
Yeah.
see
The
who don't
Eastern
like
time
it.
people, yes. So I was like, why is it coming on at this time? So, but yeah, I feel like the match is gonna be good. Could be one of the
I think
matches of
they
the
doing it
night.
because it's gonna be a lot more matches than normal. I don't think I think it's gonna be from what I hear, it's gonna be like 6 matches on the card.
Triple H trying to keep it at 5.
So we
Come
went from
on.
5 to 6.
Come
I
That's
on,
need
Wow.
what
Tri-
I'm
the
hearing.
rating to be
come
at
on,
least
Trips.
10 this time, okay?
I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm hearing. It's gonna start at 6 because there's gonna be 6 matches. He's keeping it close to 5, but he's gonna have one extra match on the card.
Okay. So I'm
So
assuming
that's
that.
why
We
we
don't know
starting the
for sure.
PL. That's why we starting a 3-hour PLE early. What?
So I guess the
Like I
the
said,
pay per view go off at 10
I'm just quoting the
or
rumors.
9:30, 9 o'clock.
Gonna go off at 9.
No, this bad boy stayed on to about 11 to 12.
Nah, impossible.
No,
No,
this
that's
is the
wrestling.
7 though.
That's hot. as high as the prices are to go to PLEs nowadays, it needs to be need to be 7 or 8 or something.
I mean, I agree with that. Yeah,
Because
because
man,
as much as we pay for those SummerSlam tickets, that needs to
how,
be like a seven match PLE.
if you don't mind me asking, how much for one ticket, like the area you were sitting in?
For one ticket for the area I was sitting in, it's like $290.
God
290.
dang. And you
Yeah.
weren't even close.
I was like the section behind the floor people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
backyard
man.
tickets was
Yeah, you were
expensive.
back there because I was actually watching
I
your
mean, I
live.
wasn't back there because you could literally go to the floor from where I was sitting at. Like
No,
once you
okay.
go, when you go straight down the aisle, there's a cut where you could just go straight to the floor seats.
The floor.
Okay.
So like
Gotcha.
it was like it would have took me literally 5 minutes to get to the floor
Gotcha.
if I could without getting in trouble. You know.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. It's ridiculous, man. Like, um,
Oops, sorry.
oh,
We were both clicked on it at the same time. That was at SummerSlam when they came here to Cleveland. When they came here to Cleveland, we played. We played. It was me and two other people. We played 290. It was 290 apiece. Um, I think in total, my friend paid for it, and in total, it was like 1,000. Basically, it was almost the cost of one seat for front row. It was close
Yeah.
to the what you would
gosh.
actually pay for the front row seats in total.
WWE, I'm gonna need you to pay attention, okay? We need a pay-per-view in Raleigh, North Carolina, somewhere that is close, okay?
I think close to. I think they'll go to Well, no, they have like Raw and stuff there.
Cause I know they're going
Yeah.
back to Philly. They say they're going back to Philly for pay-per-view. I can't remember. 2025, I think.
Hey,
I'm gonna go to that one, but I want to go to one this year.
I
So come
know
on now.
Monday Night Raw is coming to Philly. We going to that one October
Ooh.
21st, I think it
I
is.
would.
Monday
I
Night
would.
Raw tickets are actually cheaper
Yeah,
because they
mine.
only
I know.
charge
I'm
more
gonna
for
do that.
PLEs and like WrestleMania, which is pretty much a PLE. But Raw and SmackDown and NXT are cheaper tickets
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely
because
go to I'll definitely go to NXT.
I'm going to
it's only like 120, like between 115 and 120 for a front row ticket at
That's
Oh
not
I'm
bad.
going
wow.
to I'm going to Four Gear here in Jersey. Uh that's the other company. I'm going there in November.
Cause that's how much I paid for a Monday Night Raw ticket. That's plus the parking for the arena parking lot. I paid like 120 altogether.
120.
Yeah, for the
Damn.
front row and the parking.
My
God.
ticket. Well, I
Hey,
got the
hey Shane,
skybox, so
Yeah, I
you
was
re-
like
you ready for
my seat.
Grand Slam?
My seat when I went both times I went to Monday Night Raw. My seat is right there on the ramp. Like when they come out at, I'm like the person
yeah.
who could stick their hand out and like
Stick the
touch.
hand
I
out
don't
of me.
like those type of ones. I don't
Like
know. I like to sit
I
in
was
the
even on
row.
TV a couple
Mm.
times because of it because I was like right there. The camera caught me a couple times.
I don't like them
You
people all
said
over my neck.
you says I'm ready for Grand Slam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope.
Oh, okay. I was gonna put that bag on Darby Allin's head, but
Um,
all right, let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. Who haven't talked about this Drew McIntyre match? I forgot who I had it for.
me.
You
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
Shay next.
no, I started with Shay, didn't I?
Oh,
no,
sorry.
No,
you
you
started
started
with
with me.
Chris.
You started
I'm
with
gonna give
me.
you my food.
Oh, I started with you, Chris.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
okay,
you
then
did.
yeah, go ahead, Shay.
So when I was watching that promo, I was like, "Oh, here he go!" Like, I don't like Drew. Drew gets on my
I'll get to your
nerve.
answer in a minute.
But it's so funny because he had to slap that promo because CM Punk slapped his last week. He had to come back with the comeback. CM Punk had did really good in his promo last week. So we all know CM Punk gonna come out next week. They're gonna throw them hands, and then CM Punk gonna show that boy, I'm gonna win because he really doubting CM Punk. CM Punk's gonna win that match. I don't care what nobody say. He gonna get one up on Drew. I have a feeling he gonna get one up on Drew.
Yeah, 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 he is. I feel like no, you know what? I would say I think honestly, they might give it to CM Punk. I don't know. They might get the victory at Black Blood to CM Punk, but I can see CM Punk Drew getting like the one up over CM Punk next Monday.
Right.
But
Hey, quick
overall, I think
question.
CM Punk is gonna.
This
Go
question
ahead.
is for that question is for all three of y'all, including hear these thoughts. Um, where does Drew McIntyre go from now? Like, let's say they end of CM Punk, Drew McIntyre feud. I know where CM Punk is going after, which is a
That's
world
true.
title.
No.
But
Same thing.
No.
You put it, unless you want to give Jay a credible challenger at the Braun Breaker, you have
I mean,
Drew
I
come
mean,
after him.
I mean,
But
he,
it's either the Intercontinental, the Royal Heavyweight Championship.
I mean, more than likely, I feel like Dominic's going after Jay.
It could that could also happen. It could
Yeah,
also
because
happen.
he got mommy, remember?
Hmm.
He got
But
mommy now.
hear these thoughts to answer your question. No, I do not know somebody that work at WWE. If you go, whenever you buy a ticket, if you ever brought a ticket to a to a Raw or a SmackDown, they the higher seats like the nosebleeds, they are like cheaper than that. That's why it's only like $80 to $100 for the front row tickets because the nosebleeds are only like $25. $25 would get you pretty much $30 could get you the nosebleed seat. But if you want to be by ringside, it's gonna cost you like at least by the ramp. It's gonna cost you like at least $100 something.
I would
Like
never sit in
my
those.
first time I went, I wasn't the first time I went, I wasn't by the ramp. I was
You won't
actually
spend it. You
behind the
won't never
announcer
spend what?
table. Huh?
Shay
I was
said she won't never spend $100.
No, I
uh
would never sit in no nosebleeds. That's my ear be bust up.
Yeah,
no, it's not no, she said for
especially
the
when Jay Uso
nosebleed.
comes.
The nosebleed seats are like 25. The $100 gets you down there with the wrestlers in the by the ramp or behind the announcer table.
Yeah, I want to see my man.
But that's where I was both times. Both times I paid $100 something. I was at the first time I was behind the announcer table. That's where I got to meet JBL and Jerry the King Lawler. And then the other time, yeah, I got to meet JBL, Jerry, RVD, Dolph Ziggler, some more people. And then that second time I was by the ramp. That's where I saw Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg and all them.
Yeah, the Allstate Arena is definitely huge, and yeah, those nosebleed seats are about $50. So
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a clear thing, but then again, I haven't been. As you noticed, when I was talking about the times I've been on Monday Night Raw, that was back during like 2018 and like between 2016 and 2018.
oh
Like
yeah, that was when
I haven't been
that's
to a
when
Monday
big
Night Raw since then.
that's when you
I
should
was
like
supposed
Big
to go
Show
to
hand or something.
SmackDown. I was supposed to go to SmackDown, but that's when the pandemic happened, so I
Hey,
never got to go.
tell us your story real quick about shaking Big Show and meeting Brock Lesnar when you're like right there by the ramp.
Oh, that well, when I met Big Show, that was the time I think was that the first time. Yeah, that was the first time. That's when Chris Jericho was still with the company and everything, and it was cool. It was cool. I mean, he got a skillet sized hand because the only reason, and I knew that because my high school teacher told me that when they went before. This was like because when I went, that was years after I graduated, but I always knew that if I ever got to meet the Big Show, he knew that he got a big old skillet sized hand because that's what my high school teacher told me. And when I met him, I was just like, "Holy crap!" He wasn't that lying. He's shaking his hand. I felt like a little kid. It cuffed my own hand. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I'm a grown man feeling like a kid. But that's how it felt shaking Shaq's hand too. So I met Shaq and it was the same thing. It was like they both they both big people. But it was cool. Meeting Big Show was cool. Me and Brock Lesnar was cool. And I he's not the people that interacts with the crowd, but he kind of like interacted with us a little bit. But that was like after that segment and that Raw went on because the final segment of that Raw was Goldberg and Brock Lesnar confronting each other in the ring, and then when the show went off, which y'all didn't get to see when the show went off, was that Undertaker was there too. Like that
Ooh.
was like the surprise thing that nobody knew was going to happen because nobody he wasn't even advertised for that Monday Night Raw. It was just like once the show went off the air, because I went back and rewatched it. Show went off the air, and then the lights went out, and you heard Undertaker's gone, and then the lights came back on. He was in the ring, staring at both Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. I was just like, "Holy crap!" And as they was walking up the ramp, it was just like Undertaker is a big dude. Goldberg, even at his old age, big dude. But it was cool. Goldberg actually, he's more interactive with the fans, especially if you got like a title belt. He would interact with you. When I saw Goldberg is when I first brought this. Now I brought this at the arena, and that's when I met Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. They was like, it was cool. Like getting to meet them was cool. They was like big old guys, larger than life. Nothing too spectacular, but it was still just cool to meet two people I grew up watching.
Right.
Though I still got to meet John Cena and The Rock in person. I still never got to meet them in person. But it was cool. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. It was kind of awesome. It was I had more interaction with Dolph Ziggler and some and RVD and Big not Big Show, but Jerry the King Lawler and JBL than I did any other wrestlers though.
We we met RVD. Was his eyes kind of loopy like?
Yeah, it's always loopy. Like that brother always high. But no, that was like uh I think that was before it was like okay for the smoking the weed stuff. So he wasn't really like high at that point.
He's on his podcast thing. He's doing like he constantly does it. Like you'll see
Yeah,
him
I mean
doing it
it's
on
okay
YouTube. I was
now.
like, "What are you doing?"
But this is like way back when, like because I think like, I remember when not now with the RVD part. That was at my first time going. That was my first time ever going, and I think I was like 26. Yeah, because that was before they came back, and I met Brock Lesnar and them. And that was when I met. That was when like I guess after the show, like my highlight of that show was that I got to mess with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens was the champion at the time. This is when he was champion. Yeah. He was like the universal champion. And I got to mess with him because I had my belt. And I was like, hey Kev, I'm the real champion. He just looked at me like, whatever. I was just like, yes, he acknowledged me. And Chris Jericho did too, because that was when he was doing the list gimmick, and it was like a segment with Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Because this was after I messed with Kevin Owens, they was done doing their segment. It was coming up the ramp, and he was like, you could tell it was going out the commercial break, and this is where he was coming out the ramp. He was taunting the crowd, saying it's awful, like telling the crowd they awful. And I yelled at since I'm right there at ringside, I'm yelling at Chris Jericho. I yelled something to Chris Jericho. And he turned to me and said, "You're awful." I'm like, "Yes, Chris Jericho, not me." So it was like,
Wow.
"Yes, Chris
Dang.
Jericho." But it was like, seeing the one thing that always surprised me, these guys are not, even if they're not big in height, they're like stocky for people that's short and stuff like that. They're like really strong and
Mm-hmm.
built. Undertaker, I just didn't realize how big and tall Undertaker and Brock Lesnar was. Like they're actually some tall dudes, especially Undertaker. Like seeing Undertaker like that, I was just like, for an old guy, you is tall as hell and built. Like I would never mess with you. I don't want to see you down a dark alley.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, I can see how he was on Pluto. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. But back to the subject at hand. That was a little story time for you guys. A little story time. So what, Shane? Did you get to go about Drew McIntyre yet?
No.
uh,
Speak it.
the fans get on my nerves.
Were
They
they
get on
chanting
my
for
nerves,
CM
bro.
Punk?
They was cheering for that. What? Yo, can we stop? Yo, it's 2024. Can we stop doing that, please? It is the
No.
most corn. No, stop. It is corn. Oh my!
I
It
like
takes
it.
No, it takes
You talking about
not.
like
It's
when they be saying something and they go what at the in
yeah, it's
between each thing they
annoying,
say?
bruh. It's annoying because like, all right, you could do it once in a while, but like, if something serious is like Drew was cutting a serious promo, it wasn't no need for that. Like, yo, the fan, yo, they get on my nerves with that. Oh my god, like, yo,
I think
stop.
it was just mostly because that's how it came about. I think Stone Cold was cutting. I think he's the creator of that. He was cutting the promo
Yeah,
and it was serious, and they kept what in him. So I
bruh,
think
it's
that's why they do it because he didn't
2024.
do it.
I don't need it. I don't need it no more. Stop. Let's please. It's getting
That's
to the
something. I
point.
don't think that's something that's never gonna die, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't think
never gonna happen. I know.
it's
It just takes away the serious of the promo sometimes. Like sometimes it could be something that could be real serious, and it just takes away oh my god, it's annoying. However, for the promo, I mean, it was decent. Um, I don't understand why this match is not main eventing the PLE, but God knows why.
because of
Uh,
Roman and Nicole. That's
why?
mostly why. If we're
Uh,
gonna be truthful here, it's mostly why.
Yo, Triple H, get this booking together, bro. This booking gotta get together. 'Cause Why? Why is this? Why is this not the main event of the PLE, bro? Why? I heard about it and I was like, wait, what?
Well, who's the
Why?
main event? Who was that? I can't remember.
Roman and Cody versus Jacob and bum ass
They
Solo.
said most likely basically it's not confirmed, but most likely from what the rumors are saying that that's going to be the main event of Bad Blood.
No. Look, I'm with Roman and Cody tagging and all that, but we don't need that as a main event. We don't. We seriously don't. We
I
don't need
mean, it
that.
don't have to be. Cody has open pay per views in his run since being champion, so
I'm
I
I
mean,
cool with
don't.
he
it even
needs
being in the
something
middle
though.
of the card.
Because he didn't, or you remember, like, they need him. Oh, he's the champion. So they're trying to say, like, Cody needs the main event. This one, since I guess, like, he didn't, partake in, it wasn't good.
No,
The last pay per view he did.
no, no, no. We don't need it. And it was solidify. And it was solidify Roman Reigns not being the main eventer no more.
True, true.
So no, we don't need that as a main event. However, uh, yeah, for the Drew and Punk that Hell in a Cell match got to it got to be personal. I ain't talking Hangman and Swerve personal. That that went that went over the limit. But
That was
it needs to get personal.
Oh no, not like that. Dang,
yeah,
and
that was
definitely not how Moxley and Danielson thing ended.
yeah, yeah.
True, true. You right. I agree with your comment, my guy.
Shay, did we get to you about Drew?
That was that was the worst pay per view of this year.
What
Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
trash?
Money in the Bank definitely. It was only bad
NXT
because
outshined their ass.
to
Yeah,
me it was
definitely.
only bad because of their decision with the man's Money in the Bank briefcase. Like
I,
you didn't need that to continue the feud between CM Punk and Drew. Like you honestly
Exactly.
did not need that. You honestly did not. And then
What's the next
people were
match?
saying, I know people's whole thing was, well, who was going to win it, and they can't cash it in on Cody. You wasn't going to cash it in on Gunther. Yes, you could have. Cody is only guaranteed to have the championship, and it might not even be guaranteed. Nobody's really guaranteed because the plans could change, but it's most likely guaranteed that Gunther and Cody was going to remain champion up until WrestleMania or afterwards. Once WrestleMania passes, if they still champion about the end of WrestleMania, after that's all said and done, then it's fair game. Anybody could be champion after that
Yeah,
because you
but
got into
we
the
know
next money
why.
to pass that in.
We know why Cody's going to be champion for that long because
Yeah,
of the
we
match with The
know why
Rock.
Cody was going to be champion because of The Rock. He said
Uh,
so. The Rock's pretty much not going to wrestle until WrestleMania, so he's holding it until
no,
WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, Rock's only gonna. Rock normally only shows up for the four big PLEs, which we already know what that is.
facts.
Yeah,
Yeah, nobody definitely did not care about that 6 man tag match. I mean, if you're
Oh,
gonna do some
oh,
tag matches, you might as well do it. You might as well do it for a title. And then this with Roman and Cody. Why as the main event?
Right.
Like
I don't know.
why?
I
I
don't
rather
think
see Braun. I
as
rather
much
see
as
Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed as a main event.
most of these matches that's going to be on Bad Blood could be the main event over Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Honestly,
no, the
Like
only match that should be a main event is Punk and Drew. It's the only match that should be a main event. There's no
they-
other stipulations to this pay per view but that match. That's the
I feel like
only.
they, I feel like they're gonna put that match first.
well, yeah, because
Oh
if it's going to be
man.
if it's going to be in the Hell in a Cell, yeah, that
Oh
should have been
man.
the
Yeah,
main event.
I think they're
I
gonna
think the
do it
only other
first.
match that got a
Oh man.
stipulation is that Rhea match with with the cage hanging above the ring.
Why is Cody having more tag matches on PLEs than
Because
That's what I'm saying.
reason. Because of reasons.
He ain't no
It's
champion.
Triple
You're
H
gonna
and
be in all these
Mysterio
tag
together.
matches.
I don't understand it either because I think this will be like the second pay per view, not in a row, but this will be the second pay per view where instead of defending the title, he's just having a tag match. I think Money in the Bank was one, and then this one.
yo? And I'm saying it now. I know we supposed to be doing a prediction on Bad Blood, but I'm saying it now. Let me get this out the way. Roman's taking a pin.
Roman or Solo?
Roman is taking a pin, and Solo is going to be the one to pin him.
Ew, no, we don't
You
need
talking
that.
about if Cody and him lose?
Yep. Roman's
No.
taking a pin, and Solo is going to be the one to pin him.
But most likely Solo will be taking the pin if it's on the other four.
Nah, it needs to be Solo pinning Roman so we can have that vision set up for War Games. Let's be real, Solo booking has been dumb weak.
Oh
Dumb
yeah.
weak.
Oh yeah.
To make Solo believable, he gotta pin Roman. He has to.
Or Jacob pins Cody.
I can see that.
No, nah,
Yeah,
nah.
because that will only work for Jacob. It won't work for Solo.
So
Yeah, it
what?
won't work for Solo.
You
So
need Solo.
so
He said basically Solo has to pin one of them, or either most likely Roman to set up the War Games match
Yeah, he gotta
and to
pin
make
Roman.
Solo believable.
He gotta pin Roman. He cannot pin Cody because we've seen that vision. We need to see the vision of Solo pinning Roman.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. He's right here. Hear these thoughts.
so that also what he said here was Cody in tag matches. I mean, we're gonna get another match where he's not defending his title at what's the next pay per view after
What
this
I
one
think
Survivor Series?
or
is it
Crown
Survivor
Jewel?
Series or is it
Crown
No,
Crown
Jewel
no,
Jewel?
is Crown Jewel is
Cause they doing another pay per view in October. In October too,
Crown
but I think
Jewels. No,
yeah,
he
I think
going
it's
to
Crown
defend it.
Jewel.
He going to defend it against Kevin Owens, but he turned on him.
I mean I can see that happening too.
Yeah, yeah.
His book is
With
Most likely
trash.
Cody's
Kevin
not gonna
Owens.
get pinned.
Yeah, Jacob's not getting pinned, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need Solo to pin Roman. We need
Okay,
that vision. We need that holy moment. That's what we need. We need
and
it.
then we get Solo versus Cody Rhodes for the
No,
title. No,
no, no.
Um,
No, this is just
Well,
like This is what he said. This is
Nah,
what
it's
leads
just
it to Survivor
yeah,
Series.
it's for Survivor Series, because they're gonna set up the new bloodline versus the old bloodline. So, however we do this, Roman needs to have that doubt of, or Roman needs to have that, man, I might need more than just myself to beat these guys. We need Roman to have that vision of, damn, I might need to go back to my roots to beat these guys. We need that.
Yeah,
And
because
for only
Cody kind of teased it because he said, if you can't even beat them, then who is
yeah,
standing in front of me right now?
that's what I'm saying. That promo should set up Roman's doubtful. Roman's starting to doubt himself when Solo pinned that man. Solo gotta pin Roman for this whole thing to work.
It could
If
happen.
not, yeah, this is kind of pointless. But anywho, getting back on track here.
Facts.
Um, Adam Pierce, this is where we would get Adam Pierce basically making the match for next week against Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman in the last, not man, last
Last
monster
monster
standing
standard match.
match.
I like how they
uh,
advertised it though. I was with that. That
Yeah,
was cool.
yeah.
yeah,
Samantha Irvin need to
it's
get out of the way.
going into what saying they did like later on in the night we got like a little vignette video promo where I'm guessing Bronson Reed was Godzilla in this sense because since he was coming out the water. I guess he was
Hmm.
Bronson Reed was considered Godzilla, and then they got Braun Strowman since he was already in the city. He was supposed to be King Kong, and they basically was about to clash. This is going to be a brutal match. Now, this is the match. You're going to break the ring. This is the match to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is the match to do it. Then we would get where did I put that? I think it did happen around here. I didn't write that down because it was just like okay, but I think it happened around here. But this is the third match of the night: Albo Fire, Asa Dawn versus Damage Control, and this is basically to set up Damage Control at this point being the next number one contenders to Jade and Bianca. And speaking of which, they was backstage to confront Damage Control, which they had a promo saying that they want to run it back, and to that basically to talk up the fact that since that last match between the two, everybody with a podcast been talking about how spectacular that match was between Bianca and Io Sky, which it was. That was a spectacular match between them,
Hmm.
and they were talking about running back, and she said when we do run it back, it won't end like it did this time. Bianca says she's gonna win, and then taunting Damage Control. I think a little bit saying that even if they did become number one contenders, they're not taking the titles from them. And then we would get on to the match, like I said, which is this is a pretty decent match. I mean, thanks to Io, the crowd got going. The crowd wasn't into it at first, but Io definitely got the crowd going afterwards. And I'm like, I like the fact that she's a great showmanship. Like that whole, she got the crowd going. Then that double flip in the rings that she did, that definitely got the crowd going. The crowd after that, for the first time in a long time, was actually all the way into that match. But it was only once EO got the crowd into it. Like the crowd wasn't there for that first, but like I said, once she got the crowd going with some nice moves, some nice offense, and then she did that double flip, crowd was into the match from that point on. With Damage Control getting a victory here, and it was a pretty good victory over that. And I think I want to say somewhere around here, this is where we got the whole was it Pure Fusion Collective video package, which was
Huh?
kind of which was kind of weird. Which was kind of
Huh?
weird. I want to say we did. I want to say we did. Yeah, I ain't got
Yeah, we
this.
did.
Had to be what that happened. This had to
Yeah,
be what
that's
that
the part I was
happened.
going to snap on. We
Because I
did.
don't got it written nowhere
Glad I
else.
went
So
to
this had to
sleep.
be when Pure Fusion Collection. Uh, this is
No, I'm
where
so
Pure Fusion
serious.
Collection
You went to sleep?
I went to sleep. I promised you I did.
I was the only one up. I was the only one up, bro.
Well, me and
Nah, I
Shay,
was
because I
up.
remember when Shay went crazy. When Shay
I
went
did it for
crazy, when me,
crazy.
Shay, and Shane, we was on the app together. But I get to why she went crazy in a minute. But um, yeah, I did this was around the time Peter Fisher Collector cut that promo, and it
Mm.
was what it was. But the part that really got me was that ending was like where you could tell they just cut and paste like some type of previous raw like image of them, and it looked at cheesy, looked like something I would have put together. I'm like, come on, Dudley, you got the money and power. You could have made a better graphic at that ending of that. But Shane, go ahead and tell us about what you think about this match and I guess Peer Future Collective.
Uh, the match was fun, for what it was. I mean, we
We're gonna
just
get the camera
and
shame.
yeah, we just
Oh no,
sit there.
he gonna
Nah,
get there
nah,
when he
we
get
we
to
about to
the
get that.
Peer Future
We about
Collective.
to get the camera shame in a minute. Um, but the first of all, the what's them girls' name?
What, Alba Fire?
Yeah, why is they tag team name? Oh God, Jesus, who's coming up with these tag team names? They need to stop, yo. Like,
You mean
what was?
they always call them Alba Fire and Issa Dawn, to be honest.
Nah, they went by something else. I seen it on the screen. Something holy,
Oh, the
holy
Holy
something.
Oh,
Union.
the Unholy
Yeah.
Union.
Yeah, yo, who's coming up with these bum names, bro? They need to stop. Like, oh my God.
Bruce
Some things
Pritchard.
just need to be, some things need to be left alone. And that was one
I
of them.
never I just I always thought
Nah,
that when
and the
they
music
kept
too. Don't
mentioning
forget
that,
about that.
I thought when
Yeah,
they
we ain't even
mentioned that,
want
I
to talk
thought they
about
were
that.
just saying like, oh, this is the unholy union between these two women. I didn't know they was actually trying to say that was they
But,
like tag team name.
but the match was fun. But here's the camera shame, and I'm gonna get close with this one. Come here, Triple H. Come here, Hunter Hearst Hemsley. I'm talking to you. Pure, what they name is Purifier
Pure
Pure
Collection.
Future
Whatever.
Collection.
The,
Pure
the,
Fusion Collective.
the three lesbians. Let's just be real.
And
Dang.
Um,
no,
um,
no, no.
nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging, but the three lesbians. Let's be real.
No,
Okay.
you can't say that though in that type of
Uh,
derogatory term.
sorry, YouTube,
YouTube
but
might take it in the wrong way. YouTube is
I'm
very
sorry,
sensitive.
YouTube. I'm sorry. All right, the three women that
The
don't mess with me.
women. Yeah.
um,
But to be exact though, only Sonya is that.
yeah. Okay.
Shayna
Well,
Blazer
I'm
is
I'm
only
gonna say the
Sonya's that.
three. Cause
Oh,
I'm gonna say the
I
three.
thought Shayna was.
Nah, I'm gonna
No,
say all three.
Shayna is the B. She's bi.
Well, I'm gonna say all
Oh,
three.
she looked like
However, however, yo, facts. Them names as well. However, why do they have a video package and they lose every week? They don't need a video package. What they need to do is get wins because they've been losing every week since they came together. Let's not do video packages on teams that don't matter. And they one of them. They don't matter. They lose every week and every time. No, stop doing that. We don't care about the so-called dominant thing that they've been doing and beating up on people. That don't count when the bell ring and the ref counts to three. It don't matter. They not dominant because they not winning matches. Stop. Stop with these video packages of them. They need to get in the ring and win. They gotta win.
yeah. It's to
They gotta
kill. It's
win.
to kill a little time. A couple minutes there.
Hey
All
Chris,
right.
no, no. You could have cut a Jay Uso promo for about that time or something like that. No,
And,
no.
it,
You
and,
could have
and
did all.
actually, that is coming up too.
Oh,
No, please. Let's stop doing video packages on teams that don't win
You okay?
because they don't win. Stop now. However, the match was fine. I'm just tired of seeing the same tag teams go after the tag team title.
Yeah, I will agree. Like
I
Alba
just
Fire and
really.
East of the Dawn has at this point in between before they won the championship and then pretty much after they lost it, They've been having like they had the most opportunities out of any female tag teams
I
that
got a
Yo,
has
question.
what was them Australian girls' names?
Oh
the
no, I don't like them
Iconics.
either.
Huh?
You talking about the Iconics?
Iconics.
Yeah, yeah, they need to bring them back. I'd rather see them with a tag
Yeah.
team title on.
I think the
They was
one,
annoying, but they was
I think
cool.
the one woman, she pregnant though. I think at the moment,
Yeah, I
or
think she,
she just
yeah,
had a kid.
yeah. Well,
So it.
they need to come up with some new tag teams because I'm
Oh,
tired of.
but speaking of people coming back, did you catch Lily the doll? Did anybody catch that?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
the
I caught a
promo.
picture of it.
yeah, I
Caught
It
a
saw
was
the
fake.
picture
picture.
of
I
it.
think it was doing a Carlito and Judgment Day promo.
Oh, okay.
Lily was just sitting there behind Carlito on top of this thing, and
I
then
didn't see that.
they said that the Wyatt Six new video, which I get to later, was basically teasing her coming back.
So the
Also,
Y
I know
six,
what's gonna
so the
happen.
Y6 is gonna have two females in the group.
Well, three.
That's what the rumor is saying. It's still that could be just a bit of
Technically three.
misplacement, but you know Triple H and his
No,
little Easter eggs.
no,
Three.
no, because then you take away the shine from Nikki Cross. I,
Will
I
be
I think I think this is her best work, and you take away that by adding
Alexa
Alexa
and the
Bliss.
doll.
Yeah, like no, 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 like no. Do I need to see that? Do I need to see her with them? No, no. Maybe down the line they can build a story up to it, but yeah, but not. No, man.
I mean, that's what they doing because the story was already built. Remember,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
before she got pregnant, that's basically what Uncle Hottie was doing. He was taunting Alexa. He
Talk
was
to
never
the
taunting Nikki.
yeah.
He was taunting Alexa.
Nah, you right.
That was
Yeah,
his
you right.
original target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just, I think, what really reason why Nikki got put in this because Alexa was pregnant. So that's
Right.
why she got
But
put
what
in
you
it.
say, little big man, stories can change. It can change.
Yeah, they can change. I mean,
I
we
cried.
see that it changed,
You ain't gotta bring
but
that back.
then again, we did get the rumor that Bray Wyatt wanted both of them a part of this Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
That
Oh
that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
rumor that he
Okay.
before that he
Whatever.
his original vision was him, Bo, Dexter and all of them, and Alexa and Nikki.
Whatever.
Anywho, um, that I got the same. Say, go ahead.
But to add another tag team to the division, hopefully, but yeah, I don't want you to get overturned. Facts. I don't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't want Nikki to get overshadowed.
But it would be good if they do tag team together though. Do that same attack it on tag team. That would be kind of cool though.
So, I'm cool with them being a tag team, but we don't have a tag team division. We don't have a women's tag team division at all.
The women's who are like a
we got
legit
we
tag
got
team, we don't
trio.
really put
We got
them on.
trios.
We got trios that think they dominant and lose every week. Like
Oh
what?
God, here we
What?
go. And where's my man
No, I
Otis and Tozawa in them? Like you don't put them on the show after
Oh
everything we just went
yeah.
through. We just leave Otis Tozawa and Maxine off the show.
They better be on the
Like,
next
come
week.
on, Trip. Come on, Trip. First they was backstage, then now we don't even get them at all.
They need to go back to NXT.
hey man, y'all tell me what's going on with these what's going on with these tag belts? Like they're not getting defended. Neither one of them.
Right.
Like they just holding them on their shoulder like they're true champions, but I have not seen the tag team titles being held this long.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's a whole bunch of new tag teams on the scene, and these
Yeah.
belts is not even they not even getting a storyline. What are we doing?
Yeah, was it Finn Balor and JD the most recent tag team
Yeah.
title
They only
defense
had and they
than
yeah. And they
other
only
than Bianca and them?
they on yeah. They JD McDonough and Finn Balor, they only defended the belts uh
What?
one
Yeah,
time,
Once,
yeah, like
once, and
last
that was
week or
last
so,
week.
and
and they
then
cheated.
yeah, and Jesse Tessitore, he mentioned that they won the belts back in June, and now they just defended them.
That's what I
That's
mean.
true.
So it's a
I
SmackDown
was
tag
like,
titles.
June. I'm like, we're in
That is true.
September.
That's the reason why
Like, come
because
on,
Triple H are
man.
giving the titles to factions instead of just tag teams. He's
Right.
giving the tag team titles to factions, and that's kind of holding them back from actually making storylines because the both Judgment Day and the Bloodline have a overarching bigger storyline than the tag team division itself. So they're more focused on that.
They
But
need to
I think
build them
that's why I
up.
think both titles need to be out of factions and just on regular tag teams.
Yeah, it's two people,
I
not
mean,
five
Gorilla
or four.
Dynasty is a tag team,
No, no, I'm not
but
saying that. That's the problem is they're part of a faction that got a
fact,
bigger
yeah, I get
story
what you're
than
saying.
yeah. So
Nah,
that's
Triple H
why
just need to
it
book
needs to
the
be different.
tag team division better. Like,
Yep.
what are you like? What are
He
He's
we
so
worried about other
doing, man?
stuff. He worried
he's
about
worried about the
bloodline.
Yeah,
He worried
like
about
what are
other
we
stuff.
doing? Like, what are we doing, man?
He
Like
worried
the
about
tag,
Gunther and Brock
like
Lesnar.
when the
that's
last
him.
time the tag team titles actually got on the PLE card? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Oh, that's been a minute. It'll take 2 months
I
longer
think
than we already took to figure that part out.
I think
Oh God.
WrestleMania wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yup.
Pretty
Yup.
much. Mm.
God dang.
Uh,
That's why I said, don't worry, I'll wait.
No,
Shay,
didn't they
what do
want on
you think?
SmackDown? Didn't not
Huh?
SmackDown? Didn't they want on SummerSlam? Bianca and them,
Oh,
they won. No, they got it taken away from them on Smack
He
on
wasn't talking
SummerSlam.
about Bianca, and then he meant like
Oh no, we
Octavian
talking
Oh,
about
like
bro, we
Judgment
Raw
talking
or
about
Day.
the
SmackDown.
dudes.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
we talking about the
dude.
They
dudes.
talking about
Bianca,
they talking about
Oh
the
yeah.
dude.
Bianca and Jay are bigger stars than the men's tag team division. Period.
True, that is
Them
true.
women's tag team titles got on the PLE twice.
Yeah, twice. I was saying like about twice.
So you mean to tell me there's no big enough tag team that you can't put on the PLE card?
No, he worried about other stuff.
When you got teams like the Street Profits, you got teams like the Gorilla Dynasty, you got teams like the American Me. I mean, the list goes on. I can name a few.
Oh.
Oh God, we got say yeah. My man said yeah. How you been, brother? How you been, brother?
Facts. What's next?
Um, I was
Oh
about to
wait.
say, Shay, what do you got for this Alba Fire in Eastland? I mean, in Eastland. I'm thinking about Jurassic Park. Alba Fire, Eastland Dawn, and Damage Control.
Trash. Where's the trash can?
Oh
What's out
shit,
there?
we ain't got
Where's
Jeff
the
today.
trash can?
They got Jeff in the trash can today.
Like, I'm tired of seeing them. They didn't just go solo. All of them just need a break up because they're not doing anything. They all want to top promo but don't win. I'm sick of them.
Zoe's the better one out of the group to me.
Yeah, Zoe is good too, but
Yeah,
after
Zoe
she
is the
beat
better
Trish,
out of the
they
group.
dropped her down. After she beat Trish, that was it for Zoe. She should never beat her. They should have just kept it like it was.
Or
Made
they
her
should have
Nah,
lose.
did
they
like they should have did like they should have did with Solo, when you beat somebody like Trish or
Right.
Cena, you go on a dominant run,
Good
not
enough.
just go backwards.
Yep.
they went backwards
She
all the
did
way back.
front flip.
They went backwards. They went all the way backwards. What you
They
mean?
trash. Oh my
Solo
god.
lost 30. Solo lost 37 out of 3 matches. What do we-
And
Well,
Zoe
she
has
up
not done
there.
anything significant
Oh, Zoe
up
been
until the point
losing.
of this.
So Zoe been losing since. Plus,
Yeah.
Zoe's not even.
See, I always thought Shayna was gonna be somebody like I was telling you guys before, but god dang,
She
like
Yeah,
I
should.
was,
she beat
I was
Bobby
like,
Roode has been screwed that one up. I
Yeah.
don't know what he was thinking. How
because
you
I
gonna
thought,
have her
you know,
win the Royal Rumble and then not have her win at WrestleMania?
Mhm.
The only person that's recovered like that is Oscar.
Yeah.
Yup.
Austin could do
yeah,
that. Yeah. Like she can
Oscar's the only
bounce back.
person who's recovered in a situation like that.
Yeah.
Anybody else put in that situation but not has not recovered.
You know what I
speaking
Bianca
of,
has
think they
not
should.
recovered since that
You know
trash
what I
can.
think they should do with Shayna, Sonya Deville, and them. Put them back in the NXT. Put all of them back in the NXT. All of them. Damn it.
Yeah, Solo should be under.
Pack him
If
up.
you come on like John Cena, you should be undefeated. You
Undefeated.
should be you should have been a monster, tearing
You
through
said
people.
Solo should be undefeated. Yo, bring that. Hold up. What?
Oh
Nah, Solo cheeks.
no, take that
Too
you and
bad.
the N off.
Yeah, Solo cheeks.
No, I mean, but he's got a point.
Cheeks.
If you gonna beat John Cena, you should be undefeated.
You
Oh,
should be
why? Wait, why? No, he got the Cena of Doom. What you mean, bro? He beat Cena and he took a whole L.
a long time ago.
No, he's saying in booking terms, you should book him to be undefeated after beating John Cena.
Oh, yo,
Oh
they
yeah.
booked Jacob Fatu better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
I
should have.
did.
That's what I'm
I
saying. He
did.
should have been dominant like Jacob Fatu after beating Cena.
I think it was
Shayna
a.
been
I think it was a Rikishi. Rikishi said Jacob Fatu is getting pushed way too fast.
They should give her
talking
the
about Geisha to sit down. What?
Shit.
Talking about Geisha to sit down.
But no,
Now
I
he sucks.
didn't see it, Chris. But I did see something that he said something about Jacob Fatu.
I mean,
But I
he's
didn't
that.
know he was talking about like Jacob Fatu getting pushed too fast. He's not. It's not that he's getting pushed too fast. He just connects more with the audience than Solo.
Then Solo.
So it seems like he's getting pushed, but they're not
And
really doing
Solo look like
anything
he
with
about to
him.
cry.
He just
Solo
getting
said,
he just
"Listen to
more
me."
connected to the audience because he's more entertaining and more interesting than Solo.
You know, he Solo tried so hard one time on the microphone when he said he wanted Roman to acknowledge him. And then he was like, "Well, no," he asked the crowd. He said, Florida. I think they were in Florida. He was like, whatever floor they were in. He was like, I need y'all. He's like, I need y'all to acknowledge me. He said, okay, well, since y'all can't want to acknowledge me, because you know Roman, he demands it. But
Yes.
Solo, Solo, he was just like, I know somebody who will, that's gonna acknowledge me, and then that's when you come up Roman. But
Solo
I,
cheeks.
Solo
Okay.
bad. That's just
Solo
bad.
cheeks.
Yeah,
NXT
he
one
got
was
an
better.
aura. He got an aura. He got like a presence about him that make him more interesting. Plus, he's like crazy as hell.
I mean,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Tonga and Tonga Loa, and Jacob, them three together look a whole lot better than they do
Oh yeah, when that
without
whole
Solo.
NXT thing, oh god, they all looked good. They all
Yeah,
looked
Yeah,
especially
they look way
good.
better.
In the wrestling booking terms way. I mean, anywho, I think Shay was talking, wasn't she, about
sorry.
Alba?
Yeah.
She said put it in the
Because of the
trash.
trash.
I'm
Oh,
just sick
okay.
of them.
Put
Let
it in the
everybody just
trash.
go solo. Let Shanna go on a run or whoever y'all want to pick because Liv going to need an opponent soon.
Shayna
So let
needs it.
not Liv.
Thank
Let
you.
Shayna fight Liv or let Rodriguez fight. You know, build them up to turning each other to fight Liv. I'd rather see that. I don't want to see no dang going Alpha fight. I don't want to see them.
I actually like Alba Fire. I don't know.
I don't like
Dawn
them.
is not. I don't know much about Don, but Alba Fire was cool to me in NXT. Well, all right. Yeah, I can see
Simone
it.
SWAT team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that.
Chris, what did you think about that match?
I ain't even thought about it.
He went to sleep. Remember?
Remember I
Oh
went
yeah,
to sleep,
yeah, she
dude.
did with the sleep.
And then I just watched the important things of Raw because I went to sleep right when McIntyre was coming out. I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and turn this off because I'm getting sleepy. Because of that Ludwig Kaiser match, they kept going to commercial like 3 times during the match. So I'm like, come on, man. I'm getting sleepy. So I was like, and I stayed up for the Braun and them brawl. I stayed up for it. And then Drew came out. I was like, okay, all right, cool. I was like, I go to sleep. I'll catch it in the morning, watch it then. But then again, I seen what matches that happened. I was like, nah. I was like, I'd rather not. But I can't wait till we get to the last part, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We got a Braun Breaker promo, and Chris, you just proved my point for all too long. And yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, bro, it is too long.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
It's sad when you gotta get up
oh,
and walk around
Where
when you're
was
not to fall asleep.
Yeah.
facts.
Like, be for real.
uh, we
It was
did get a Braun
cold up in here
breaker
too.
from
I said it was cold in my house too. I was like, shoot, I'm like trying to hit that bed now. It's like, like, come on, man.
we did get a Braun breaker promo where he basically talked about that he was gonna dominate and beat Jay Uso. But then we would also get Sami Zayn, where we would see Jay Uso backstage warming up, and we get Sami Zayn hyping him up, telling him how much the Intercontinental Championship means, and they tell him to go out there. It's his time to go out there and win it, psyching him up for his match later on tonight. And finally, we would get to the New Day match, New Day versus American Made,
I
and
did
this was a
watch
pretty
that.
good one. It was a pretty
I
good one.
watched it.
This was a pretty good one for the
On
fact
YouTube.
of what we got a little bit later. Um, but this was a good match nonetheless between two. We got to see American Made do their thing, show how their pure athletic wrestling abilities. But the story here was that we got further dissension of Xavier Woods' heel turn. I think somebody was outside distracted. I can't remember who it was. Chad Gable.
Yep.
Chad Gable at one point had distracted the referee, causing Xavier to like get really mad. He would throw Chad Gable to the ring, and then he would just beat him down. But this distraction will cause them the match. Thus, American Made would get the victory here thanks to that distraction. But nonetheless, it added more tension and more story to Xavier Woods. But before we get to that part, Shane, what did you think of this match?
I
Did
think the
man
tag
did,
team
did
match
Shane
was.
fall
I
asleep
think
on
it
it?
was. I think the tag team match was dope. Um, and it gets to
Oh shoot.
it gets interesting because I know they 10 years in November. So yes, I hope, please WWE build this as long as you possibly can. So that way when it does happen, yes, we can get that moment. Because I need Woods to have that moment. But other than that, I mean, the tag match was fun. I mean, America made finally getting the win. But and that's all I was asking for was American made getting wins, and they got one. Thank you, Triple H. You did something right.
Let's see. Yeah, Shay, go ahead.
It was pretty good. I like how he beat the heck out of Chad Gable though. He wasn't playing. I actually like at the end of the match when when after they won or whatever, it was like playing their music and it was like you suck, that type of thing or whatever. But
Oh, man.
it's this is about to get good. I just hope Triple H don't hit this on he didn't hit this on a nail. Like we need to see that. Like you need to hit on a coffin. I want to see this turn. It's gonna be so like chef's kiss, like what I've been waiting for in my whole lifespan. Like it needs to be that type of moment. It can't be like, I waited so long for this. Like
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
it's gonna be so good.
Exactly.
Then I
I
want to eat
agree.
more of it, like an apple or something, or a cake.
Yeah,
Like, come on, let's do it.
exactly.
All right. Chris, what did you think?
Chris watching NXT.
Did Chris
Yep,
freeze on me here?
probably.
Chris froze on me. Oh my god.
Oh,
Ah,
sorry. Um, the match was actually, see me?
Nah, you freezing up. You gonna have to come out and come back in.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was about to say you might have to come out, come in,
Can
and
you hear
come back
me?
in.
Yeah,
Can't hear me?
yeah.
All right, let me refresh it.
I I can't hear you. I think it's just cut. You just cut in and out again.
You so. Mm, mm.
I like
All right. Well, we're
American
gonna
made.
wait while we waiting for Chris to get back in here. You like American? I
Word.
like American made though. I could see two potential in them.
Especially the dude
Yeah, I
when
can
he
see
was
true
like,
potential in them.
"What?" That was
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, he just was. They were like, bro. All right, chill out, man.
That was hilarious.
All right, Chris.
Nah, they
You're back
definitely need
now.
that, bro. They need some personality for real.
Yeah.
If we gonna get like the
Yeah.
nerd geeky personality, I'm with that.
Yeah. Hey, I never knew Ivan now looked that strong as short as she is. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
she's powerful for her short stature. She's very
yeah,
powerful.
Mm.
I was like, wow.
I don't.
So
Hopefully, with this, I hope they play more into that though, because they don't display that enough. So probably
yeah, but overall with the match though, I thought it was pretty cool, and the way like y'all already spoke about it before, how Zeri Wood was stumping was stumping the mess out of Chad Gable, and it was wild though. So I'm wondering what's gonna be the next thing to happen. I feel like it's gonna have one big match with the LWO because you've seen that they've been
Oh,
talking to them back and forth and stuff like that. So but I think Rey Mysterio said backstage that he's gonna go one on one with
oh, we gonna get to that. Oh, I'm getting to that.
oh shoot, my bad.
I'm getting to that. But yeah, uh, yeah, that was everybody. So then we got Damian Priest, right? He cut him a little promo about my brother's keeper and about Finn Balor, basically how he saw him as a brother, but now he don't, and that bad blood, he's gonna take him out. I mean, it was a lot more to it, but pretty much what he was saying. How he's not his brother's keeper and all that type of stuff. Well, then we would get the Y6 little promo I was mentioning earlier that coincides with seeing Lily and maybe a hint at Alexa Bliss. We did get a QR code within that too. And then we got the New Day who was backstage and would get approached by the LWO as Chris alluded to, where he would get approached by Rey Mysterio telling them, look, man, we apologize for the miscommunication that led to you not getting the tag team titles. And he, Xavier said, you know what? Yeah, we know that, but we really don't want the apology unless it comes with a tag team championship opportunity. And and my boy Kofi is like, whoa, calm down, man. What's going on here? Like you're starting to get a little, it was like, no, he was like, yo, man, we just trying to blah blah blah. He said, no, and I get it, but you know, we really didn't need you. We really didn't do this. And then he started to be like, you know what? I don't got time for this. I got to go focus on Finn. You two deal whatever you got to deal with. And Xavier goes, oh, you don't got time for me now, huh? Was because let me guess, Finn is a former world champion. You're a former world champion, so you only got time for people that's former world champions. And Kofi's like, no, he didn't mean like that. He's like, yes, he did. And now you, a former world champion, is defending him. I'm tired of everybody treating me. And I'm like, yep, here we go. Xavier Woods is losing it. He is losing it because everybody except him became a world champion in the New Day. So now he is losing it. Karrion Cross has officially got into Xavier Woods' head. As he's lost it. But this would lead into a match being made next week for him and Rey Mysterio. And now to the segment of the night that Shay has been dying, as you can see in her background.
You
You
already
can see
know.
it. She's been dying to get to this. The main event, Jay Uso versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm glad Sabier is here because we both was wrong, Sabier. We both was wrong. Um, Jay Uso, I love his promos where I mean not his promos, but his entrance where he starts.
Don't be a hater, Sabir. Okay, thanks.
I couldn't even get into it. He just soon I got to it. Boo. But
Ooh.
yes, I was going to say I love Jay's interest is how he starts in the crowd and stuff, and he'd be like, "Please hit my music." And apparently, me and Shay was talking about this before we got on. Rhea, at
Wow.
one point, I guess during his entrance, had came by to the ring, came like into one of the entrance ways of the ring and was yeeting with him. As I guess it's on like they social social stuff. They posted the video. Uh, I didn't see all of it, but I did see enough. I saw it when she came out and started yeeting. But yeah, so we get the match. It is a great. It was great. I mean, whew. Much as I didn't think it was gonna go the way it went. It was great. Like those near falls, those moments. Like I didn't like him kicking out a Braun Breaker spear. Then the Steiner what's that the Steiner move that he pulled off the top ropes on Jay. I forgot
Frankenstein.
what it's called.
Oh no, it's not a
Frankenstein.
Frank.
No,
The Steiner Frankenstein or something like that.
yeah.
That was a cool spot. Um, the downfall though of Braun Breaker was that he was too cocky, too arrogant.
Right.
He took his eye off the ball. Uh, he went for the outside spear twice. He connected with it the first time, and Jay kicked out. But the second time he tried to do it, Jay hit him with a super kick. Jay would spear him through the barricade, and then he would spear him again in the middle of the ring, hit the splash, and Shay's favorite part, 1, 2, 3. My man is your new Intercontinental Champion. And I gotta say, I was right about one thing. I told Shane, I always say this to Shane. When he win that big one, that crowd was gonna go crazy. Did you like first of all, did you see how crazy the crowd was going when they thought he was gonna win the other time he pinned Braun,
Yeah.
but Braun kicked
Yeah.
out? That crowd was electric
Yeah, they
until
were
they
like,
thought
okay.
they was ready to go crazy until he kicked out, and then it was like the whole arena went oh collectively. And then when he actually did win, oh man, they went crazy. That was like a whole celebration with him. They went crazy. But that's my opinion. This is Shay's husband. Shay, you get the honors.
You already know me. I didn't give up on my man. I never said my man wasn't going to win. So all the haters out there, he won. Okay, he won. He won. I was aside. I was
Oh, trust
crying.
me. I
That's
knew
how
I
hard I was.
that she was the reason why I knew he won. She got on the thing, was like, he won. She was out of breath. She couldn't breathe. I was just like, oh God.
Couldn't breathe. I was crying. I was crying.
She
Look,
was
today. I was like, after he spirit boy through the barricade, I already knew he was going to win because it was only like 2 minutes left. Not even a minute left. It was close. It was like you know how they is. They like to shut down. After he stand up and went up on the in the crowd, it cut off. I'm like, what got that?
somebody. Yeah.
The superior hater. But I mean, that's what Braun get. Well, talking stuff. Your reign was 51 days. It was the shortest days of your NFL career. Boop. 51
Shots
days.
fired.
That's
That was some
funny because
straight.
that's true too. Oh
51 days.
wow. That's how long he was RC champion. So, hey
Yeah.
yo,
51 days.
WWE ain't shit.
Well, wait a minute. He
16.
was only in the NFL for 51 some days or 50 days, basically.
I don't know, but they did cut him, so it was short.
Mm.
It was short and sweet. Like his NFL career.
Shane, what did you think, man?
All right, the match was fire. The crowd was into it. Um, I thought one or two things. Either my first thought was they was gonna go to the draw. I'm like, yo, it's a minute left on the show. I'm like, all right, if they go to the draw, nobody, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna hurt nobody's character, which I thought that's what they was gonna go with. However, Jade pulled the win. Congratulations. Congratulations to Jey Uso. Yeet.
Ye-
Yeet. Um, for people that is saying about Braun Breaker, chill out. Braun is still young. Braun is going to be fun. Braun is going to be in the main event anyway. It's coming to that moment. So for the people that's saying, "Oh, Braun had a short run and all that," y'all need to chill, man. It's it's Braun's going to be
No,
fun.
he said
No
he like
yeet.
Jimmy. No yeet.
Nah, you gotta. I mean, it was Jay moment. I mean, 14 years. This is his first singles belt. Yeah, man, it was that time. It was
Mhm.
definitely that time. But now my boy Xavier Woods need to take it off of him. I'm just saying. When we get to
Well,
that hill turn,
either him or
Right. Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah.
Him or Chad.
yeah, one of them, one of them.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Chad. Oh,
But
good.
I'm gonna go with Woods
I
first.
think him and Brian gonna go back and forth though first.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course, Braun gonna get. But that's what I'm saying. Like Braun Breaker is going to be fine. Braun Breaker is phenomenal. He's going to be perfectly fine. He's still young, and he's gonna be a main eventer, especially when Raw go to Netflix. He's going to be treated like a big deal. He's going to get treated. He's going to get that Gunther treatment. So
Hmm.
for people that's saying, "Oh, Braun shouldn't have lost," chill, man. It ain't that serious.
Right.
It ain't that serious. Braun Breaker's going to be. He's a superstar already, so he is. Him putting
The
over
only
Jay
thing
was
I the only thing I didn't like was that I wish it would have happened at the pay per view, but
Right. Biggest pop. It was
nonetheless,
in
it still,
popper.
nah,
it still happened.
nah.
But
It
I
needed
just
to
wish it
happen.
was pay-per-view.
Nah, it needed to happen last night. That crowd was on fire. It
Yeah, that
needed to
crowd was on
happen. Yeah, that
And it
was
was in California too. My man from California.
yeah, that was that
And
was like that was a moment when Goldberg beat Hulk Hogan on Nitro for the World Heavyweight Championship in Atlanta
hmm
in WCW. That was that moment. It just needed to happen.
you're right.
Anybody on the New Day, Shabir, could be singles champion. But everybody, see, the thing is, Kofi, Biggie, they all got built up to their main
Yeah,
championship
they
run.
got the
Right.
championship run.
They got their build up. Now, granted, was it too short? Yes. In my opinion, it was. It was too short for
Yeah,
both of them. But
yeah.
they did get the proper build up into becoming world champion. Like you knew Big E was going to win Money in the Bank. You knew he was going to become world champion. Same thing like what they was doing with Daniel Bryan and Kofi. You knew it was going to happen. But I'm glad for Kofi he got to do it at the grandest stage in the mall, WrestleMania.
Hmm.
Um, but the thing is, Xavier, yes, he can be. That's what they're doing right now. They building him up to being a different Xavier. That's why he's wearing darker clothes now. He's not.
That's
They trying to tear him away from being the New Day Xavier to a different Xavier. If
that's
Right.
that makes sense.
why that's why I said this Intercontinental Championship with Jay holding the title, you can create a lot of hills. Now, Chad Gable, Xavier Woods, that Intercontinental Championship, the mid
That's
card is looking the Miz about to go back to being a heel because it's about
Hmm.
to happen. Which I like Miz Hill than Babyface anyway.
Right.
Um,
yeah.
but
I like him as a heel more than a baby face.
for the IC championship, that mid card is looking more and more better than ever. It's looking a lot. You still got Dragonov, you still got Um, you can throw in a couple other people in there. You still got Pete
Oh,
Dunne.
thank you. That was what. That's the promo where Lily got revealed. Is when Judgment Day was getting into it with Ilya Dragunov backstage, and while
Yeah.
they was doing, that's when you saw Lily. I had forgot all about
So
that.
that IC Championship mid card is looking real bright.
Yeah, looking real bright. Chris, what do you think about the main event, man?
I thought the main event was actually pretty good. And exactly like how you were saying about the crowd, that they were, that they thought Jay was going to lose for 1 minute, and then after that he just came back, and won. But the funny thing was, a lot of people were talking about of how they cut the show off before he can even go and celebrate with the crowd. But they did have an exclusive with Jackie Redmond and Jay Uso, where she asked him how did he feel and everything like that, so on and so forth.
No, they cut it
But
off like mid celebration actually because he got in the crowd and then we got to see the pyro, but that was like soon after the pyro went off for his celebration, they cut it. Like
yeah,
damn,
yeah,
they had to.
yeah,
They like, oh,
you,
lost. Time up, time up.
yeah, USA mad because Raw leaving, they getting a bigger deal with Netflix. But anyway, so like I was saying, I feel like the Nets. Well, it's a lot of contenders you can actually go with for him, but
Yep.
the thing
Yeah, I'll
is,
say
what?
Chad for right now. If not, if you don't go do this whole back and forth with Braun Breaker, then Chad. Cause we still cooking a Xavier, but Xavier down the line.
Yeah. As far as Braun Breaker, I sent you this thing earlier where they were saying Braun Breaker is set for a babyface turn after dropping the
Oh, that
title.
was you who sent me that. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
Babyface.
It said Dave Mintzler noted that the promotion is steadily encouraging fans' engagement through actions like barking and gesture
Oh yeah,
typically
like
reason with babyface personas.
yeah, oh yeah, like I knew he was turning babyface because he's a tweener. He don't act like a heel really too much now. He act more like a babyface. Like, we like, got you dogs in the house? And they all
Yeah.
barking and stuff like that. Was
Nah.
kind of a
Just because
sign that he.
just because he say that doesn't mean you need to really turn him baby face.
Yeah.
Well, if they turn him babyface, I mean, I can see.
Because his last
They
baby
don't have
face
him
run
acting
was
like a heel. I'll tell you that much.
trash.
But
As long as they
um,
don't put him in that, as long as they don't put him in them bright colored wrestling gear and
I don't
nothing
think
like
no.
that. Please
If
don't.
yeah, Vince was there, yeah, that'll happen.
Oh God, no, please don't. Please don't. It's just
we all
Yeah.
remember
I'm at all
carrying
right,
Cross.
here's the thing. If you're gonna turn him babyface, just keep him as I wouldn't even do all that. I'll just keep him as the badass that he is.
And he need to go back to his original song he had in NXT and just let everybody, start barking and stuff.
Oh yeah, oh
Cause,
yeah.
Yeah.
no, yeah, cause Def Rebel need to get the hell on. God
Well,
dang.
they
I know.
is.
I know.
According to rumors, they is. They ain't renewing no contract with Death Rebel.
Thank God. 'Cause Death Rebel is trash.
Where my
I
dogs
need.
at?
I heard barking. God dang.
But
But yeah,
yeah, that's it though. That's Monday Night Raw in a
ratings.
nutshell. Ratings.
Raw ratings. Let's get it.
Shane, what would you give Monday Night Raw?
He gonna say a 5.
Yeah, you yeah, about five and a half.
Ooh, Jesus.
Besides the Jay Uso winning,
Otherwise, probably
um,
got a 4.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh gosh, I can't.
No, it's not, and it's not the whole show being bad. It's just, yo, I really want to see more out the undercard in the women's
Yeah, out
division.
of 10. Out
Yes,
of
out of
10.
10.
Oh yeah, yeah, my bad. Yeah, a 5 out of 10, or five and a half out of 10, I guess. besides Jay winning, and besides that, and the crowd just blowing me with this what with the Drew McIntyre promo. Uh, uh, the Xavier Woods thing, they need to keep going with that. I would like to see Eagle Dragunov in the ring sometime. So we,
God dang.
out of out of 10.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You said it was a 10, but Jay Whitney made it come to a 5.5.
yeah.
I know.
They gave it a 6. Then Jay with it dropped. Dang. I give it a 5.5 because besides Jay winning and whatever, the whatever. Besides the good parts, they cooking Woods real well. American Made finally got a win. Thank God for that. Uh, they teasing Alexa Bliss coming back. That's cool. So we could put Alexa and Nikki Cross in a tag team for what when there's no division. I don't
Mhm.
know. Um, I mean the whole Rhea Liv story, cool. Dom in the shark cage, that's gonna be hilarious. Um, yeah, 5.5. Yeah, I'm gonna give it. But shout
Chris,
out to Jay though winning. Yeet,
Yeet.
yeet.
Yeet. Chris, what would you give Monday Night Raw?
He gonna give it
Oh.
an 8.
No, I was gonna give it a 7.
Mm,
I'll be fair.
Jay, you
7.
gonna give it a 10?
No,
Chris,
I was trying to give Raw that last week, but
Right.
what about you, Say?
10.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5 because my man won, you know. Yeah. Yeet.
Ooh.
Yeet.
A
Yeah.
mm,
7.5 though? I was expecting a 9. Ooh, okay.
No, they don't deserve a 9 because everything wasn't good. You see what I'm saying? Like certain things were good. Like the McIntyre promo was good. The American Made, the
boys
the
called himself
the two
American
fat
made.
men, they was fighting. That was cool. But it wasn't like giving me like every match was a banger after banger. Oh, Sheamus got beat up too. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it
I forgot
wasn't.
about that. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
He
it
did
wasn't
get
like
beat up.
everything was good. It was just
Oh, you
certain
did
things.
get beat up? Dang.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
he
beat
got
up
beat
for
up by
sure.
I forgot that I did mention that Sheamus had messed with Pete Dunne earlier, but I forgot that later on he did get attacked
Um,
by
what was that in
because
his
when that
hand?
I
That was a
forgot
bat?
No,
that was
that's a
that was
shillelagh.
with Adam Pierce. I
Shillelagh.
Oh,
forgot I have forgot that part of Adam Pierce promo where he announced
Not a
that it was going to be
shillelagh.
a last monster standing match. That in the middle of him talking, you heard some commotion, so he ran off to go see what it was. And you saw that Butch or Pete Dunne, excuse me, had beat up
whoa. Yeah.
had beat
Don't call
up
that man Butch.
don't call him don't call him Butch. No, Pete Dunne had beat up Sheamus, and he kept saying, don't call me now. Don't you ever call me Butch. I ain't no Butch. I'm not Butch.
Ain't no
Don't you
Butch
ever
or
call me
nothing.
that. And
Ever call me the
he was beating him up with the cricket bat. And my boy Adam Pierce
Oh,
took the
okay.
promo. So I'm like, okay, Adam, you doing
That's
something.
cooking too.
You
That
took
one
it from
cooking
him.
too. That one's
Adam Pierce
cooking
did
too.
take
Hey,
it from him.
don't call Pete the B word. Yo,
I'm
don't call
crying.
that man Butch. What you mean? He fighting.
Yeah.
That all you see is me get taken off from behind. Don't call me Butch. I'm like, oh God. You hit me with that long ass shillelagh.
Hey,
What man? Where Finley at, man? Tell Finley to bring
Yeah,
his
where my
shillelagh.
boy Finley at, bro? They got that. They went and modified his shillelagh into a staff.
What's the midget called? What was the midget name?
Oh, the little hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle.
He had
Oh,
another.
good days.
He
Oh
had a
shit!
different. He
Hey,
had a
who was
different
the
name
dude
when
that was
Vince was there.
with
That was the good days, bruh. That was used to hide underneath the ring. Like, oh, fuck.
Finley, that was my guy.
Yeah, feeling. Yeah, you
He
know
ain't
his
care about no.
Remember they
My
built
man
that
didn't care
whole
about no.
storyline with Hornswoggle was Vince McMahon's legitimate son.
I he said, oh, Vince was like, yeah, you come here, little bit. Well, I don't know if I can say, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. Then
That was so
he like
funny.
jacked him up. I remember that time he got jacked up by DX too.
There
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
yo, yeah.
But so say gave it a
little people
7.5. Me
little people's
myself,
court.
yeah. That was so DX. I would give it I'm gonna give it an 8. I gave it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It was
Okay.
cool. Like
Cool, cool.
I didn't care for the Dragon League match. I did like the Sammy versus Ludwig Kaiser. I kind of wish the Miz would have had his match with Bronson Reed.
Right.
But that promo did make up for it, so it gets a pass for me.
Oh
Drew
yeah, I
McIntyre
forgot to see me when they get to her.
that East of the Dawn Alba Fire match, I kind of didn't need it, especially where we got the Peer Fusion Collective. But
Here,
I will
few
say, I will
collective.
say,
But, yeah.
that was my thought at first. At first, this was gonna be another match that I didn't care about until
Excuse me.
Io Sky. Io Sky made me care about this match, so it got a pass as well. The New
Excuse
Day
me.
was fine. The
Wow.
New Day versus American Man was fine because it's further Xavier Woods heel turn, and Jay versus Braun Breaker was phenomenal. So I give it an 8, 8 out of 10
That joke
Cool.
getting a 5.5 out of me.
for me.
Hey, Chris, you watching Grand Slam tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do a review on that too on
All
Thursday.
right. All right.
Well, that's it. That's all we got, guys. That's all we got.
Hey, just check
Until
it.
Sexy Red returns and tortures me. I
It's
guess.
sexy.
I guess I'm afraid to watch the NXT because I'm afraid I'm gonna turn it on and see Sexy Red on there.
No,
And
no, no. You're
October the 8th, right? Or 6th? I seen it just now on my phone.
Oh, they finally got their announced when she's gonna return.
Yeah, I think it's the 6th.
Yeah, I think it's a 6. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that would
cause she gonna be. Oh yeah, cause they're going to St. Louis,
Yep. What?
and that's where she's from St. Louis.
oh wow.
Oh
That's
no,
right.
we're about to tell you. We're about to tell you in a minute. We're about to tell you in a minute what the channel is. Thanks for asking, those good sir. No, but yeah, no, Sexy Red for me. I can't. I'm not watching that episode when they were
Hey
saying
yo,
that
she
it
gonna
was.
come out the ring with Randy.
Yeah. No, she better
Oh
not do that with my
God,
husband. His
Uh,
wife. Oh, she better not do that. I'm the only one that go out with him.
that would be so
She gonna come out with Randy, talking about some pow.
Randy gonna be looking at her like, "What are you talking about?"
and they playing his song Voices, a rock song, and she gonna be trying to on pow pow
She gonna
twerking.
come out with Randy.
She better not.
I'm dying.
No, you know what? If she come out with Randy and Randy RKO her, I'll be good. I'll be good.
See, that would be funny.
That would be funny.
Y'all,
to me.
exact. She gonna be like ski.
She gonna be talking. I could just see her in the ring talking. She goes ski,
No.
and then she turn around. Randy just RKO's her like. I'm so. Hey,
I'm with that. I'm with that. If that happens, I'll be
Yeah, he
dying.
gonna
I'll
RKO
be
her.
dying. And he just ran.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
I
No,
think
you're
Yeah,
not.
they just announced on NXT that the Miz is gonna be part of next week's show.
Yeah,
Why?
he
CM
gonna be
Punk, of
hosting the
course.
Miz TV.
Randy Orton's gonna fight Javon Evans. Um,
Yeah, that's the week that they supposed to be going up against Dynamite.
yeah, next week.
But
Nah,
to
not
ask
next
my
week. The
man,
week after.
When is?
his thoughts
Oh, go
on
ahead.
it.
Oh,
The
my
week
He
bad.
was
after.
asking. He was asking what is our channels. So, as we always say, before you do subscribe to any channel, subscribe to here to Wrestling Pit Podcast if you haven't always. If you
Click,
haven't done
click,
that yet,
click.
do that now. So hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification
Okay.
button. Subscribe to the Wrestling Pit Podcast. Now for our individual channels, you got my man here to my right, Chris with Chris Wrestling Views. As you'll see, I think if we take off the comment, you'll see his name. There you go, Chris Wrestling Views. That's the name of his YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe to his channel, Chris Wrestling Views, and then underneath him, Shay is Know the Rules. Go to subscribe to her channel too. Run the lights
I
and
like that.
subscribe up over there.
I like that
Um,
name.
Yes.
and
Subscribe,
then
watch. Yeah.
as you can
What?
see, my name right here, my channel, Little Bitman Gaming, as you spelled just the way you see it,
And on
um,
Twitch.
and on Twitch. I'm over
Twitch.
on Twitch too. Um, so subscribe to that channel, and those are our channels. We got my channel, Little Bitman Gaming. Once again, Chris Wrestling Views, Shay Know the Rules,
Oh,
but this main channel right here, Wrestling Pit Podcast. That's the main channel to subscribe to. So subscribe to
subscribe.
that channel.
Oh.
So now that I got that out the
Oh
way,
wow.
before we
Somebody
get
be
up
an
out of here, I want
XP.
to see what the rest of the comments were saying. Okay, yeah, that's what he said.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're gonna
Dang.
be at NXT next week. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's when they go into the CW there.
Oh,
Mm.
Punch, you do got a channel, don't you? Don't you got a YouTube channel?
You can follow me on TikTok at Real Wrestling Talk. Oh no, Wrestling Pit Podcast on TikTok.
Okay.
And you can follow my music channel, and I'm about to do wrestling content on there too. It's called No Regrets.
No
Yeah,
regret.
No Regrets is the YouTube channel. No
Yeah, No
Regrets.
Regrets is the YouTube channel. Wrestling Pit Podcast is my TikTok channel. My
It's
TikTok.
the it's the TikTok channel and the channel here in YouTube.
Yes, sir.
So, with that being said, I don't think we have anything else on the agenda. So, as
Nope.
always, Wrestling Pit Podcast, baby.
All right,
Wrestling Pit.
Wrestling Pit podcast.